life of my dreams would be promised and someday be mine. He told me that my powers would grow like the grapes that thrive on the vine. Jorge Mariano's on his way. He told me that the man of my dreams would be just out of reach, betrothed to another. Could hear him say, "Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Vivi OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashy. Hello, Dashy. And everyone, check out at Hey David Don, at King Mavs Trevor on the Twitter, Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the Vivi app, and Kobe Collection, OMI Player One on the YouTube, and got Raythax.eth, search wherever you would like. Powers of X #1 over here, Kobe Collects down here, Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Vivi Las Vegas, Tabs Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sony Pop Media, Charles Merkel, Vivi Darkling, Cavell Anderson, and Vivi Vibes, all on the YouTube. You got at Wet Wizard Vivi and Gary O at 1234CA3 on the Twitter, DerekRad.com/page/Vivi-photography, and WoundedWarriorProject.org. I'll get that super chat in a second. I forgot my shaker bottle, I think, at my friendo's house, and well, I have normal water. I got a super chat already from Zach R saying, "Couple McDubs in the house. Get this bread." We got Zach R and Zach R saying first. Zach R, that is amazing. Thank you so much for that fantastic start of the evening. So it's been a while. Well, it really hasn't. It's been, actually no, it has, because I thoroughly enjoy. Hang on. A little ASMR there for you. I enjoy a lot of people's pictures, whether it's on the app, or some of it a little PG-13 and R, some of it cute and fun, and you know, it's adorable. But today I saw a lot of really cool photos about the James Bond bicycle. The poster, not so much, but the bicycle, like the motorcycle, it looked heckin' awesome. Like, it made me want to ride. I don't think I can ride a motorcycle. I never have. I never have, like, on my own. Like holding on to someone for dear life, they kind of scare me. I like one like a car could, and you're done. You're gone. I don't care how tough you are. You are going to get hurt if that happens. I digress. It was really cool, and I haven't seen like people were taking photos of their, you know, a Lady and the Tramps and then Donald and Daisies, and you know, they're fun. You know, the cards are cool too, but this one is like, oh yeah, this is something that I hope we can drive around in the Viviverse. This is something that was like, oh yeah, I feel like I'd be Wolverine going on that, and then the old guy's going, oh, you weigh a lot, sir, and Wolverine's like, yeah, I put on a bunch of weight just recently. Like anyone remember that movie? I think it was called Wolverine X Origins. It's like, just put on a lot of weight recently, you know, that type of deal. And it kind of made me excited for. You know, remembering that these collectibles are not just, they're not just ones and zeros. They're not just dollar amounts. Oh yeah, I bought down here. Like, there's something that you could have fun with, and something that will probably have a little bit of utility in the future. So I was very excited about that. I don't know how much OMI we burned today. I don't think that will be out for another little while. But that being said, our very own Puddin' Cheeks, Papa. I don't know why I call him Papa. I do not know. He had a spreadsheet come out today saying that on 2/20, which is today, about $1 million went into the app. I mean, just shy, $998,032 went into the app, and the total burn was 303 million OMI. It's quite a lot, because again, a lot of that is being bought from the store. So again, not quite $1 million has gone on today. Although, if you average out all of February, we are averaging over $1 million per day going in, and if you have we're burning a lot. Let's say this past week, from the 13th to the 20th, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. From the 14th to the 20th, we've burned 700, 800, 9. We've burned about 1 billion OMI. Say about 760. All right, so it's 8. So 9. Yeah, we've burned over 1 billion OMI in this past week, which is pretty heckin' amazing if you think about it. Now, out of this past week, there was 2 days that we burned a lot because we had a golden moments, but this is a James Bond one. Typically, James Bond ones, typically they do not do well. James Bond ones they haven't given us anything cool. Like the posters, they're fun. I got them. The Valdo's case was pretty cool. And Safin's mask was in the movie for like a minute. But if we were to get these types of things, Like if we were to get a car, if we were to get the golden gun, if we were to actually get, hey, first appearance James Bond, if we get Christmas money pet, we get all of the like a couple of the Bond girls, a couple like that would be really cool. But we have not gotten that. So I am. If we do, again, you'll see a lot of this burn go really high. A lot of the Bond stuff is just it's posters, it's artwork, which is it's fine. It's great to decorate, your vault. It's great to decorate your stuff in the Viviverse, but I think James Bond is really undervalued. Not the artwork. I think the license is underused, like underutilized a little bit because of what we can do with it in the future. But again, that's just my opinion. Nothing crazy there. Just a lot of really good burns. On top of that, I don't know if I could read this. A lot of people were saying, what happens if Vivi goes bust? If they happen to go and say, oh, you know what? We are bankrupt for what? I don't know how that would happen, but again, let's just say that they go bankrupt. What would happen? Well, how the common Spider-Man, let's just say, there's not 1,000 individual, that would, if there was 1,000 individual things like any blockchain, no blockchain could handle that. Like for millions of these, they say, okay, well, you're getting a mint number, and you on the blockchain you do have ownership, but it's just that there's no differential between the number 1 and number 800 or 8,000 or whatever. It is the way we become energy efficient is by saying, oh, here's a model, and you have one, and you have the other, and you have the next one. It's different. It's different because of the mint number that we have and the time it was minted and all that. And essentially that is what we are. We're buying and trading the mint numbers. And again, you can obviously use them in your showroom. You could use it there. But what I think was being said in this thing that I don't even know if I should be reading. The 3D model is not in the contract. No blockchain on the planet can handle that amount of data. For instance, all owners of a Spider-Man common, their contracts all point to the same singular asset within Vivi. That is also why NFTs aren't planet killer energy consumption devices like media and people that don't understand the technology want to say. There is only one of each asset with multiple contracts of ownership, which are very small amounts of data shared on the Layer 2 Immutable X network. Again, that was shared on my comments from so I will, because it was shared on my comments on YouTube, I will assume that is public. And yeah, moving on. I'm going to get to the comments here. I've been talking for about 8 minutes. Zach Carr, thank you for that super chat, saying, first mother effers and and couple McDubs in the house. Bobby Green says, Randy, man, I got more OMI yesterday and told you I had no more money. I was joking. Still had some, but today I'm serious. That's it. No more money for the dip. OMI bags are loaded. Much love, brother. Yes. Yeah, I'm very, very proud of a lot of everyone that's, breaking through the FUD, and they're just like, hey, again, the thesis of the project hasn't changed, and I really should put that in my, daily videos that I upload each day. Covering each news. Like if they had changed, saying, okay, we're gonna step away from the metaverse and just focus on the app, or we're gonna focus on this, and let's say we're gonna get rid of the coin or whatever. I'd be like, okay, we'd probably cash out at that point if they, especially if they said they get rid of the coin. But again, a lot of people are really focused on the fact that we burn from the reserve wallet, and that's it, and there's no token utility right now, and that's it. They just think, they assume that will never change, and that is importantly wrong. That just because it's one way right now doesn't. Again, they've come out with a couple of OMI utility articles in the past. They'll come out with another one in the future, probably one or two more, and I can't wait for staking. I can't wait for the interoperability with it. Right now, this is still the best bang for my buck. If there was another one, like, hey, I heard about this company, XYZ, and they're doing this, that, and the other thing, and I'm like, okay, well, let's say I know the people, and I know, it would be pretty much impossible, but if there was a better opportunity, I'd do it. So again, I'm just being honest with what I might not do in the future. But again, if it goes down more, or if it goes down again, like if we go into a crypto winter at some point, I mean, we will eventually, but I don't foresee that at least for the next few months. Yeah, if it goes down to 0.001, I'll go in again. I'll do what I can to get in. No matter what NFT says, let's party, baby, let's go, let's get this bread. Real Talk says it's a bank robbery, and we getting everything. We getting everything. We got everything. Lord of the Realm says, loving the OMI price, packing my bags more, and way more OMI burning. Let's get this bread. DW says OMI on sale, NFTs on sale. It's a party. It's a party. Blah, blah, blah. Justin says OMI Addicts Anonymous party. Anyone? I am totally in OMI Addict. Vivi Las Vegas says fill the bags one last time, girl. Joanne Garrett says filled another bag. There you go. Vivi Las Vegas says have a fun hangout party tonight, fam. Yes, it is a good hangout party. I remember, so if anyone remembers Ty McDonough, who's been on the podcast a couple of times, I saw him the other night, last night. I was supposed to work out with him today, but we were not, I could not get back. Where's my channel? I could not get back in time to be able to work out with him. It was, but if everyone could go and smash that like button, because there's like almost 100 people here, there's only like 19 likes, it'd be really great to get the likes up. It's a free way to support the channel. Anyway, I am going to move on. Oh yes, I talked to, I don't know if I can say his name. I talked to a buddy of mine. I work out with him Monday through Friday, and well, actually Monday through Saturday this week. And you know, I bring him to the bar where my friend Ty works and my friend Jen was at. And he's like, you know, are these guys all invested in OMI? And I was like, no, they're not. And I'm looking at Ty, he's like, yeah, man, I just keep forgetting. I was like, So clearly, I cannot convince some of my friends to get in. You know, I mean, I wish I could. I mean, I don't think I have, but I could show them the video of Andre Jick, the second video where he puts like another $200,000 into it. Like he sells like a couple Bitcoin, and then he puts that into OMI. And I wonder if that would change their minds. Like, okay, see, somebody that's not me, somebody that's not, which I don't. But like I said, I'm trying to spread the good word. Me and Dashi, of the Akomi fan. Karen Kramer says, "Did you get a Triumph, Sir Randy? I snagged number 52 on the secondary for $1,000. Dude, congrats. I did not get anything. I am pretty gem poor. I'm pretty cash poor. I have a couple of NFTs which I will sell at some point, maybe for more OMI. I don't know. I'll keep you all posted." Excuse me. Carlos Aguilar says, "I'm poor right now. I need money to buy this dip. Can't wait for Saturday's drop. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on." Nomad with NFTs saying, "Is 875 gems a good deal for 180 Green Goblin?" I would rather just get the floor, but I'll take a look for you. And I assume you mean the Green Goblin, the NFT. So I will take a look for you. If this was okay, there we go. Doing a thing. All right, so the Green Goblin one, which again I thought was pretty undervalued in general, considering that I know it's more popular than Red. I know he's more popular than Red Skull. But let's take a look. Yeah, again, there's only 3,333 of them, whereas the Red Skull and the Doctor Doom are like 5,000. But so 593, and you said what, 800? 875 for 180. So let me do. Hang on. So 593 was the. All right, hang on one second. 594. So, hang on. 593. So let's say two. I think number 44 is a little undervalued at 3,600 because it should be. Hang on. Wait a tick. Yeah, I think that should be a little higher. Anyway, cheapest sub 100. It looks like it is 74 for 1774. Oh, nice. You said what, 128 or 180? Okay, you said 875 for number 180. Well, I mean, it's a lot lower than anything else on there. You get 128 for 1,100 though, but you know, 234 for 850. I mean, it's a 3-digit one, 325 or 765. And then, I mean, a lot of the 3-digit ones are, 808 for 679. And then that looks like that's going to be 640. Yeah, no, that's about it. So, That's really up to you. If it were me, I'd just get the floor, but that's just me. Just to save a couple of gems. Like I've done this before. I paid extra for, three digit ones if there's 4 and 5, and it just again, it's short term. I haven't really seen anything. Long term, it could be really good. If that's your gameplay, like hey, maybe I'll never get this one low again, then that's fair. That's fine. But for me, I would just get the floor. But again, just what I would do. Bill Gardner says, "What's up, everyone? Tried to grab that motorcycle at $100, then it ran up. Guess I'll wait for a pullback. I hope it pulls back for you." DW says, "Superman at 3,900 and Todd at 7,100 is daylight robbery." There's no way Todd's 7,100. Is it really? Let's see what we've got. Todd McFarlane is he's at 70. Wow, he's at 74.50. That's insane. I think people are just they have to be selling for OMI, right? Like there's no way people are doing this just for gems. Although again, talking about MTL and withdrawal, like why would you go and sorry, it's a plane over yonder. Why would you go and sell something to try to cash out now? There's zero point in cashing out right now as for gems, because again, you sell this for 7,400. Let's say you make 6,900 off the deal, and comment nice down below for the 69, and then what do you sell it for? 6,900. What do you sell it for? Like 4K? It's really not a lot. I would rather sell it in the future, and then wait till MTL, and then just pay 10% as opposed to 40%. So that's another thing that I don't really understand about people. Like, they'll sell gems for 40% off, but 10% off on the on a MTL is robbery. Like I don't understand that. But yeah, Todd McFarlane literally went down like 50%. What's the Eddie Rizzo Batman? He's at 1425. It's not bad. I still have 2 Joey M Batmans. He's at wow. Joey M Batman could possibly go below $1,000. That's bananas. That is absolutely bananas. Moving on here. Garrett says howdy. Justin says Todd Hodler's disappointing, man. So again, scroll out for the past couple of months. What was the Todd a few months ago? Wasn't this? It was not this. It was much lower. So again, if I can locate it, I don't know if I'll be able to locate it again, because I did not do I usually don't do a good job with screenshotting and saving a couple things. No, I did not. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Twitter, and hopefully I'm going to be able to locate this, because this man posts a lot. It was Jeremy Pador. Actually, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to screenshot it and saying, investments have ups and downs. Patience can yield big returns. And again, I know I've talked about this before, but I really just want to drill it in people's head. People saying that things are really undervalued, and it did. I agree. Todd lost about 50% of his highest that he ever was. But let me read you something. $10,000 invested in Apple stock in 1982, right? $10,000 in 1982 would have given you about $50,000 in 1992, which is really great. But just 10 short years later, it would have only been worth about $30,000. Hashtag not good. Hashtag feels bad, man. Hashtag WTF.exe. But then 10 years later, that $30,000 becomes $2.5 million. 10 years later, it becomes $20.8 million. So, it almost 10x's in 10 years, and then it almost 10x's again in 10 years. And Jeremy Pador goes up and says that it's a quote, "I bought $20,000 of Apple stock in 2000. Sold for an $8,000 loss. Today would be $14 million. Never again." End quote. He had a heart in there as well. So you have some short-term pain in a lot of things. It doesn't just happen with NFTs. It happens with major companies around the world. For the most part, I just hodl. Again, the only reason why I was out, and it would really just be for OMI. That'd pretty much be it. Again, that's just what I would do. Moving on. But if I already had a lot of OMI set, okay, there's no need to like quintuple down on OMI, and you wanted to go and get some of these Collectibles, well, these are down a lot from their highs. Not a bad time to rebuy. Just my opinion. Andrew MC with those eggs. And finally, 20 minutes later, I am at where the video has first started. So, cheers. Info Mama says, tomorrow I'm going to buy $5,000 worth of OMI. Next few months, it'll hopefully double. I'm pretty positive it will. I'm very, 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 very positive. MLB says, yep, glad to be here. Buying everything today. Get it, MLB. Our gig says, why do you think OMI dipped so much yesterday? Are you worried? No, I bought a lot more yesterday. Well, not a lot more. Excuse me. I bought a couple million more. Not because of any money that I had in my account. I have nothing, but it is more for just from the NFTs and doing things that way that I was able to get some OMI. Now I won't have 130 forever or even for the next few months. I do have to. I'm puzzled at what to. I might sell some NFTs for taxes instead of OMI because a decent amount of OMI I do have on the app, and I will use that OMI to get NFTs. I'll use it to get land. I'll use it to get a lot of stuff. So I might sell NFTs for taxes because I know I'm going to be spending OMI on other stuff, at least on the app. But no, not worried at all. Again, the thesis hasn't changed with the company. These prices are silly. They are. It makes zero sense. This was around the price it was, 10, 11 months ago. And, what was the app then? The app was nothing. The amount of users were nothing. We did not have Marvel. We did not have Disney. Or we did, but we just didn't, announce it yet. So there's lots of things that, there's a lot of things that make zero sense on why we are where we are. And, I see where this is going. Like I said, I was early, but I see where it's going. This is why you hodl. Moving on. Andrew M says, nah. But also, yeah, why do I think it did? Just the overall market dipped in general. Some people, probably short-sighted people. So it's like, 10% on MTL. They complain that MTL is not coming. We say it's coming, but they don't like the way it's coming. Okay, well, try to find any other company that has these same IPs that has this. That you just can't. Recur and again, I wish Recur all the best with their success. NBA Top Shot as well. I will probably get some Recur stuff in the future. I don't have any of their passes right now, but if they come out with cool stuff, guarantee you I will be getting some of the Recur product. I would. But Recur and NBA Top Shot, I think they have a very small fee for withdrawing. You're not gonna, most likely, 99 times out of 100, you will not make more money on Recur and NBA Top Shot than Vivi. Just as a general rule, especially just by hodling. Again, we have a larger network, just a larger amount of people, better IP. But again, those places are cool, and without NBA Top Shot. I might not have really gotten into this. And again, respect for Recur for doing their very best. Squidcat says, the Triumph bike was a nice thing in an otherwise not so great week. Killer piece, stack 3. Yo, get it, Squidcat, get it. Get your motor running. I should have sung that instead of Bruno. I was hanging out with my friend Meg today and Nick, and we were on our way to a duck. It's a long story. We're on our way to see a giant duck. And it came on the car, and I was like, huh. It was so good. Zach H says, the sell-off before MTL even gets here makes me more confident that we'll get a pump once it does get here. Shaking out the weak hands now. Yeah, I agree. I do believe that a lot of money will come in once we're finally able to cash out, because I've been telling my friends this like forever, like, yeah, we're gonna get cash out in a couple months. But it's like that episode of Hey Arnold where Oscar is talking to his wife Susie. He's like, oh, Susie, I'll do it tomorrow. And she's like, that's all I ever hear from you. Tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes for you, does it, Oscar? And I feel like, I don't know, like I feel like a liar almost, because I'm doing the best with my predictions with the amount of data that I have, and then some things get delayed, and I feel like I lose credibility. I was like, oh man, God, I mean, most of my friends are still hodling, but just God forbid they say, okay, well, I need this money now, and they get out. They're going to be super salty in a few months when things take off. Again, exchanges latest will be here by April, and again, I'm very, very conservative with this. Latest will be here by April, but pretty good chance that they come in late next month. Moving on. MLBs, everything is dipping. When people are fearful, be greedy and get all you can. I am trying so heckin' hard. I'm not 100% sure what else to do for funds. Again, I could sell some Tesla Kila, I should say. Not the actual Tesla stock. I sold all those already. I don't have any stock left. I have one Pokemon card. I don't know what I'd sell it for. Actually, let me go to eBay right now and send out an offer to people. Gonna go to the eBay. Gonna go to, wow, I have a ton of messages. I'm gonna go to selling. Not a sound out of you. Okay, active. Blah, 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 blah. Where's my active? Do I even have it listed on here? Oh, I do. I'm gonna send offer for, there's only one interested buyer. Yeah, I'm just gonna send offer, I don't know, $900. That's what I'll offer. I have it on there for $1,300 or best offer. Put it on for $900. Honestly, if anyone wants it, be like, Chavez, rescind that offer. And if you want it for like $800 worth of OMI, I'll totally give it to you. Maybe I should have just asked for cash, but yeah. Moving on. Justin says, what's that movie where he takes just the motorcycle helmet into the bar to get girls? I don't know, but that's a great way to try to pick up. I don't know if that would work. I don't know. Whatever motorcycle take. I think of Rocky 3 after the first fight where he gets beat up by Clover Lang and he takes his motorcycle helmet and he chucks it at the Rocky statue. Who takes a motorcycle helmet into a bar to get chicks? That is clever. I would not have thought of that. It's like Dimitri in Cobra Kai where he sports he's at the beach and he has Cobra Kai gear. He's got Cobra Kai like beach towel where he's not actually in Cobra Kai. But yeah, that's really cool. I don't know if that would work. I mean, I get maybe it would. It probably would. It depends on the type of crowd in the bar. It'd probably work on younger girls. I don't know if that would work on older women necessarily, but who knows? Moving on. Sinful Mawal says, what forces are keeping OMI down, and will these forces persist throughout the week? The forces are, again, general crypto market, but I also see some dumping from people, some whales, some whale manipulation. Again, look at what Puddin' Cheeks had discovered the other day. Where is it? What Puddin' Cheeks did, oh my god, I have so much stuff, is he took a look at December and yesterday in the two circles. It's literally the exact same thing that happened. So I could just picture that as I'm going to chalk that up to whale manipulation, just taking a play out of the December playbook. Oh yeah, it worked a few months ago. Should work now. And it did. And it worked for me. I got on cheaper. Timothy Lamentary says, OMI to 0.001 and Randy sells Dashi for OMI confirmed. I would not sell Dashi unless I got an amazing offer. And I told y'all yesterday why. Because I would be okay being sold somewhere, like I said, into like brown slavery somewhere where somebody gets $50 million and they could help the world out with that. I'm fine. That's a dutiful sacrifice. I can make that. And Dashi, I imagine, has the same thing as well. Not that I'd get $50 million for Dashi. 50,000. Well, that can definitely turn into a lot. 50,000 turn to 500. That's yeah. I mean, obviously it'll 10x from here, especially at some point in the future. 100x from here in the future, and that'd be $5 million. I mean, man, that's 50,000's up. I mean, if somebody said like, "Hey, 50,000 for Dashi, I'll pick it up at your party." Yeah, that's fair. I'd probably. Man, that would hurt even more, because then I have time to like spend with Dashi and then say goodbye. Oh God! I really hope nobody does that. Moving on. Earth 2 Pokemon. The Real Professor says, "Hold tight, let the OMI burn." Heck yeah! Grandma Smile says, I may be able to get an additional 2,000 on top of 5,000 if it stays around 0.005 through the next week. That'd be great if you could do that and get more OMI that way. I hope it does stay down. I mean, we're burning a lot. And yeah, the amount of burn is better long term. Adam says, how much more can things crash? I mean, again, if we go into a crypto winter now, this goes down to 0.001, maybe even lower. Yeah, probably even lower. Even if we lose 80%, that's still 0.001. So it might go down there. We'll go below that. I don't know. We shall see. Where am I? Are you YouTubers shilling Vivi NFTs? I mean, most aren't. I'd imagine. Again, I don't watch every YouTuber. I imagine that some of them might. But the ones that I know that are good, they don't shill their own product. It's a lot of YouTubers even go out of their way saying, actually, hey, I have this one. I don't have this. Again, I'm open with each ones that I have. Like I said, I'm very bullish on Disney, and I have one golden moment. Like I can tell people, like, hey, Disney's great, and again, I have one golden moment. I do have the lenticular cards, but I don't have anything else. The one golden moment I have is the Donald and Daisy. I tell people that I like Alligator Lokis, and I chose Alligator Loki over Superman, but Superman is one of the most beautiful looking ones on the app, and is probably that's a top A tier, collectible, and Loki is not. Loki is a very, very, very speculative play, and it is a very good chance that nobody even likes Loki. That's a lie. There's a lot of good evidence to say that Alligator Loki is their favorite. But again, in the grand scheme of things, Loki or Superman. Superman is much more well known. I digress. Moving on. I said, or should things go up in March? Yeah. Well, maybe not March, maybe April. Because again, once people really get into the project, and again, we won't do marketing most likely, but other places will do it for us, if that makes sense. Real Talk says, burn, baby, burn. Rudy G says, Ethereum founder Buterin says crypto welcomes another winter. That would be great. Again, I don't think it is, but that would be great. I would say, hang on. Maybe he's welcoming it like in the future. I don't think it's right now. Marina Carthage says, I don't know whether it's me. I see every time any other market dips like crypto or stocks, takes a couple weeks to reflect similar kind of dip pattern in Vivi and OMI. Or am I overthinking? Yeah, every now and then, randomly, stocks will dip. Just like it's September. That's gonna, it does happen. Like December is historically bad for crypto or for Bitcoin in general, and then January got a little bit of pump, and February not so much. So it really depends. People get caught up on certain things, but if you have a good project and you believe in it a lot, you don't, probably shouldn't sell. Again, not financial advice, but it has not steered me wrong yet. Again, sometimes I have to wait for it, but it has not steered me wrong. Rita says, what's your thought on the above theory? I think, things go to Bitcoin, and then things flow out of altcoins, they go to Bitcoin, and then they'll flow out of Bitcoin, they'll go to altcoins. It's kind of a cycle, but just because of how many really big people, like how many big companies are in crypto right now, all the ETFs and all that, a lot of people say, oh, based on this X, Y, and Z, it'll go down from, Bitcoin will go to like $14,000 to $18,000 per coin. I don't see that, just because of how much money is put in. Again, if you do that, all the rich people are going to be buying up, and hold on to it. Like, not financial advice, but Michael Saylor, Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey, whoever owns Grayscale, they're not doing this because like it's cool. They're doing it because, oh, hey, yeah, this is probably going to be the future of currency. Has one of the most potentials to do so. So, and Elon Musk, How did he originally start making some of his fortunes so he could able to put money into SpaceX and Tesla? Well, he made PayPal. He knows money. Um, he is not. He's like the smartest man in the world. Um, he knows money, and him buying Bitcoin is not just doing it for the memes. Him doing stuff with Doge might have been for the memes, although he thinks he can make that a good currency in the world. But yeah, he's buying lots of Bitcoin. The only two current, I think he does have Ethereum, but he definitely has Bitcoin and he has Doge. And again, he might have Ethereum, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure he does. What's the question again? Yeah, so I don't think we'll dip as hard as we did in 2018. Yeah, I'm sure we will, in crypto winter, but if we do, if we do go into crypto winter, it is not going to be that hard. Because again, none of these people were buying in 2018, so that's just my opinion. NL97 says, "What's your lowest expectations for Comey this year?" Well, if we let's say we do go into if we go to a crypto winter now, and let's say it is earlier than expected. Let's say the Fed says, well, let's say Biden puts like a ban on crypto, and the Fed hikes up interest rates. Yeah, OMI could go to 30s, 0.0009 or 0009, or 000, triple zero eight, but we have to be into a bear winter. I'm sorry, a crypto winter, overall bear market. I'd say, World War Three. No, maybe not even that. And no exchanges. Once we get on exchanges, it's to the heckin' moon. But currently, right now, there's no exchanges. Like the volume doubled, over the past couple of days as far as people buying it, but the price still went down. Why? Because there's no exchanges. And we even had less exchanges yesterday because Sendex, or no, I'm sorry, OKEX and Gate.io just weren't having any deposits going on. So this would be, yeah, if for whatever reason we could not get on exchanges until April, May, give or take, and we were in a bear market now, then yeah, we could go down to short term, go down to 0.001 or even triple zeros. At that point, God, sell the house, bet the farm. I already have. I would be like, I don't know what to do. I would call in every favor. At that point, honestly, I'd be like, all right, what branch of the military will give me like a $20,000 signing bonus to put in that for a year? I don't know what I would do. Oh God, I would get like one of those loans that costs like, yeah, one of those credit cards that pay 25% each year. Cool, max it out. Not financial advice, obviously. That's just what I would do because I'm crazy and a cowboy. I mean, talk to anyone who's been in finance for 20, 30 years. Let's say that's 50 or 60 years old. Okay, well, 31, single, no family, probably an okay time to take risks. Obviously, the risk tolerance isn't as high as when I was 20 or just getting out of the military, but when you're young, it's time to take risks. I'm not old. I mean, if you ask a teenager, yeah, I'm probably old, but and again, the thesis hasn't changed. The company it does everything right, and when a company does everything right, is this disruptive and this innovative. The CEO is just that his whole job is to be innovative. You can't. Other companies can share IP with us. They cannot out innovate us. I'm 100% certain on that. I have a $50 super chat from Ernie Malas saying, Vivi, OMI are solid, management smart, products in demand, great licenses, drop causes rapid burn creates less supply, perfect Buffett scenario. Buy when there are blood in the streets, and OMI holders don't miss this opportunity. 100,000% Ernie Malas, my heckin' G, my man. Yeah, you took what I was feeling and you put that into words. Sometimes I like to be a little more reserved. Sometimes I like Gene Wilder in most of his roles, where he's like all crazy and like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is such a great movie. But sometimes I feel like tonight I'm Gene Wilder in like Blazing Saddles, still really good, but a little mellowed down, a little like, oh hey, just he's kind of not crazy. Um, and yeah, you put what I was feeling into words. Um, and I guarantee you, even people that are listening, let's say what 75. I think I just passed 7,500 subscribers. I would say that maybe maybe like 30% of them will probably, and I don't want to say not make the right decision, but I will say they will go the route of nope, I'm getting out, too much, losing too much money, and they will sell at a loss, and they will regret that. Right? That'll be the time where I think it was OMI Player One that had I think Doge or Sheeb sold it way too early, missed out on several $100,000 of profit. Now people like OMI Player One, they are not making that same mistake again. They are not going in and they're not selling. But there's other people that work that right now currently are like OMI Player One was back in whenever that happened, like a few years ago, and now just they'll learn, and next time they won't do that. So I do think sometimes the economy, or whether it's stocks or crypto, it has to punch you in the face for you to learn. Like Muhammad Ali, when he in one of his books he talked about his fight. God, was it Frazier? I think it was with Foreman. One of his fights with Foreman, he had gone into what's called half dream world. And for a fighter, half dream world is when you are punched, and you're basically you're hallucinating, and you see like geckos playing the violin, and you're basically tripping. Like your brain releases some DMT, and you're tripping. And if you're a fighter that hasn't been there before, you're going to be all crazy. You're going to complain of like it's a fast count. But because Muhammad Ali has been there before, he could put on his glasses and act like he's not there, act like everything's cool. And I feel like a lot of us that have gotten punched in the face financially before, we don't freak out. We're cool. We're relaxed. Like, okay, we'll just carry on life as normal, for the next year or so up until we, do rise. But again, that's if we are in crypto winter. And again, if we are, expect everything to take a 60 to 80% haircut, and a lot of the altcoins that or a lot of the crap projects will just die. And then people will go into more stable projects, mostly probably like a Comey. Like I said, I'm not that I'm excited for a crypto winter, but I would be very, very curious, because I know I've said this publicly dozens of times that the people that are going into or I'm sorry, the companies that are disruptive and innovative, they thrive in bad economies. They thrive in winters and bear markets. So I really can't wait to see what happens to Comey in one. Are we in one now? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we're still. This is just a combination of a couple things, especially with that threat of World War III. I think in a few weeks or a month or so, when this blows over, that'll be fine. But moving on, what else we got here? Bill Gardner says, "Hey, has anyone tried the Ghostbuster in the Ghost Trap? Oh, the Ghost Bear in the Ghost Trap. I'm sorry. I have not tried. Ask Brendan Z. Brendan Z's got like more ghost bears than anyone in the world. And I don't know if they've had it in the Ghost Trap, but that would be really interesting." Adam says, "At Marina Karthik, I see that too. LOL, thought I was mad." John DeYang says, "Only if market was still high while OMI was low like this, would have snatched up some more OMI." I understand. Marina Karthik says, "At Adam, thanks. I am not alone. Cheers." Slipping. Oh, water's so good. Rudy G says, "Randy, I got my first Walt. Had to let go of some OMI." Well, I think Walt was at like what you probably got him for what, like $20,000, give or take. Let's see what he was at, and I got oh, nice. A friend of mine was looking for something, and she found it. So good for her. Shout out to you, Erica, if you got it. All right, let's take a look at the golden moments. Erica, if you're here, hi. And the Walt was okay. He was at like 30,000, and now he's at 34,000. So I'm hoping you got him for like Rudy J. I hope you got him for like 20 something, early low 20s. I don't know if I would have bought. But again, if you have Walt and you're happy and it's great, you'll again that Walt alone will be hundreds of thousands of dollars at some point. So again, even in the any market, Walt will even in this dip right now. Walt is still staying pretty high. Walt has not dipped as much as Secret Rare Spider-Man. Secret Rare Spider-Man dipped a lot. Walt has not dipped as much as him. So Walt is staying steady. Again, things that cost a lot typically don't dip as much in these markets because people that have them don't need to sell. So yeah, this is good times. Going to move on right here. Harish S says, "What's up, Randy? What's up, Harish S? I hope you're doing well." And what's I mean, it's I did not have any alcohol this weekend. I went to so remember yesterday when I got back from my friend Ty's bar and I was here as a talk. I was like, hey, I didn't drink tonight because I was supposed to drink today. I went to a wine vineyard because under false pretenses, I was told there was supposed to be beer and liquor and not just wine. I don't drink wine. We get there, it's just wine. So I sip my water. I talk to a good buddy. We're chilling, good friends. So I cannot wait until next weekend. I'm going to go to the girlfriend's place, and we're just going to get slot. It's going to be great. Can't wait for it. Ginferno says, I can't believe the motorcycle was so cheap when the market first opened. Cheapest one I picked up for 100 gems. Bought more OMI today. Also, get it. So, Ginferno, I think why it was so cheap at the beginning is because the poster that nobody really wanted was selling at retail or below. And the motorcycle is people are like, oh, okay, this will probably sell, at retail as well. And then they're like, nah, man, motorcycle's cool AF. Imagine when we have Nintendo and we put Wario on that because Wario has a motorcycle. Oh, it'd be amazing. Or if Wario has a motorcycle and they can race, oh, that would be perfect. I wonder who would win, Wario on the motorcycle or Mario on Yoshi. I don't know. I have to see how fast is Yoshi. And how fast is Wario's motorcycle? How fast is Yoshi? Because Yoshi, the only one that could ever beat him was Boshi, I think. As stated previously, Yoshi sports excellent mobility, 27th fastest walking speed, 19th fastest dashing speed, single fastest air speed in the game, 14th highest. Okay. Well, that is interesting. How fast does Yoshi run? It doesn't say. It just ranks him, which is fine. But I want to know, okay, you know what? I'm going to move on here. Move on from that. Lucky Clover says, send you a DM on Twitter. Marquee Patreon. Check it out. It would be fun to scroll it. All right. So is your Twitter name Marquee Patreon? Like the grapes that dive on. If there's someone outside my house, I think they're just taking out the trash. Okay. So Lucky Clover, what is your Twitter name? Because I am. Oh, hey, I found it. Welcome to the real rent. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So you made a thing. So okay. So Randy Chavez. Oh, so you would. Oh, okay. That would be cool if I could just have that running down below on the screen. Yeah, that'd be pretty epic. I don't know how I would do that though. Oh wow. You put everything on that. Let me know. This looks great. And it says copy that to a notepad, save files, fine. Okay, well, I will have to figure out how to do that, but yeah, that seems awesome. I could totally do that. Okay. All right, moving on. We got Lucky Clover says, look at that spread. Blockchain Bullfrog says, do we have more information on the Citron partnership? It was announced in December, but news has been silent since. And there's a bunch of things that were announced, and unfortunately, as of right now, there's no more public information on it. Privately, I'm sure there is, but publicly there is not. Black Panthers is party time. Hey yo. Sinful Mawa said, should I get the motorcycle NFT? It looks cool, and it is the first motorcycle. Is it the first one? Yeah, I think it is. First appearance motorcycle. I mean, if you want to get it, I'll probably get it at some point. I like all the vehicles, so got the DeLoreans, got the Ecto ones. Yeah, this I'll probably get at some point as well. Rich man got another 500,000 OMI. Get that bread. The rich girl. Just says paper handers complaining about 10%. Agreed. Mendez flips says 1,700 gems in your pocket. Foam gun to your head. Oh, foam gun to your head. What are you buying? 1,700 gems in my pocket. Gonna pop some tags. Only got 1,700 gems in my pocket. Let me take a look. Ow, my body. Let me take a look at a couple of these things. I mean, you can get a rare Spider-Man. You can get a couple of jaunty jigs. What is the altogether now? What is that? Oh my god, it's 4,200. So low. That's so low. Rip to the people that bought it at 10K. You can get a Joey Mad. I think you could even get, you can almost get a Becky Cloonan. Let me go to the brands, because I think DC would be really cool. The Batman Black and White. The first appearance Joker is 945. He's been at like 1,600 before. First appearance Harley Quinn is 628. She's been over $1,000 before as well. She's been like 1,200 before. Honestly, first appearance Joker and first appearance Harley Quinn, not too bad, not too shabby. Jim Lee Nightwing's only 1,800. That's redonkulous, man. That is redonkulous. If you go to the CoverGirls Series 1, you can get a Supergirl, 777. You get Mera. How much is she at? 130. Oh wow, Mera's only 130. So it's about 900 plus 135 for Batgirl. Mera is cheap compared to everyone else. Everyone loves Catwoman. He said 1,700. It depends. Do you want to gamble? Because if you want to gamble, I'm pretty sure Secret Rare Alligator Loki be. Oh my god, there's one for $1,500. It's from Ludacris. There's literally one for $1,500, and I can't get it because I don't have the gems. Oh my god. Oh my heckin' goodness. Like I said, Rare Spider-Man, Disney's good. Let's see what the lenticular cards are at. Do they go down anymore? 2,300 for Goofy. So you can get a Pluto for probably under $1,000. Yeah, 775. Donald Duck, what is he at? 654. These are so cheap. Mickey Mouse at 470. Nuts. Yeah, I'd say anything Disney, Spider-Man, some DC as well. Those ones that again, 1,700 isn't a ton, but those things I think are very good. Red Ghost says, "Hey Randy, would you help me if I would sell my NFTs for OMI in the future? You're just a guy, an influencer with whom I started this all last summer. I trust you, man. I could do if you're looking to sell and you have a buyer, I can escrow for you. But I can't buy it myself. I would be escrow for you though." Sinful Model says, "Lady in the Tramp under 1K. Any gold moments under 1K is a steal." It is, and I can't buy it. Oh, I don't even know what I bought yesterday. I bought another Mickey lenticular card. That's what I bought. Mac Jew says, "Hey Randy, hope you had a good day. And so many discounts on the market, but I can only make one purchase. What do you think? Donald and Daisy golden moments, 3 lenticulars, golden hat." Probably Donald and Daisy golden moment would be my choice. Black Panther says 5 cent OMI by M2022. I think we'll get much much higher middle of the year. Like May. May is probably, yeah. I think we get much higher than that by mid year. The end of it, I think, is because we'll definitely be in a crypto winter and bear market. is when you'll probably see a 70% loss. So let's say we get to 10 cents, we get 3 cents, yeah. But again, even if we only get to 5 cents, we'll get back down to a penny again, probably in the bear market. They're figuring if we take off 80%, but again, these disruptive companies, they thrive so hard, and as most other things, get destroyed 80 to 90%, we might not. We might only lose 60 to 70%, especially after we get on exchanges. We have a lot more. A lot of the whales would not be able to manipulate at that point. Yeah, I think that. Justin says, no question, Hodl Todd. Yeah, he's a very good one on the app, especially now. Sinful Mawa says, low-key president? What party is he running as? Better be libertarian. I would hope so. I don't know. I think he'd probably make his own party. Asgardian party, something like that. Mac Juice says, wondering if things will keep dipping with a big end-of-the-month announcement. MTL, but I know the market... No, MTL will not be end of the month. Says, but I know the market's dang near impossible to time. Oh, yeah. You cannot do this. You cannot time it consistently. Maybe once or twice you can over the course of a long period of time, but not every time. Kem Hui says, what upcoming news and events will impact the OMI price in the next few weeks? It'd really just be exchanges, which it could be in the next few weeks. It could be next several weeks. End of March, early April. But I would say keep dipping with... Yeah, no. Outside of that, nothing would really affect it. I mean, World War III, or I would say the end, when Putin does not invade and things are cool and things are chill. I think at that point, market will go back up a little bit. Just says, invest in John's cryptotherapy class for 7K to know when to buy OMI. What is that? No, do not do that. Nobody ever do that. Rafael Garcia says, do you think master collector points are being slept on? And what do you think the market will look like when the system's set in place? I think that anyone with less than 20 sets or even less than 30 sets will have zero chance to compete. They might have 1%, increasing their odds at 1% against people that have 70 sets, 50 sets plus. There's just no way. Because again, if you have, I got all these points for my 15 sets that I got, whereas... okay, well, that 15 sets is cute when somebody has literally 80 sets and you're going to get just one, and you have to spend them in 6 months. It's just impossible. Because again, we have 2 million monthly active users on the app, right? Okay, let's say 1% of them, 1% of them is 20,000 users, right? So let's say 1% of them have what, 50? Like, honestly, you can't even get that if but 1% of them, they'll probably have more than you. Most people are not in the 1%. So if out of the 2 million monthly active users, 20,000 of them are higher in the market master collector program than you are, and will have a lot more points to throw in at a drop. And let's say the drop is, let's say it's big, and they give away 500 spots to people that want to buy it. Let's say it's a 30,000 thing, and they give away 500 spots to people. Okay, well, 500 spots out of 20,000 people that all have more master collector points than you, that that are going to throw all their points in with that. It's just impossible. You're not going to get it. Again, it's not impossible. It's essentially a lottery. And when more people have more points or money to spend, you're just, like I said, it's not feasible to try and do it. I would not try for points at this time. I would try for stuff that is good quality for the long term. And again, I'm a long-term kind of person. The short term, maybe someone will say, well, actually, if you do this and you do this, okay, you can flip for this. So I do think that when we're able to buy, lottery tickets in OMI, how many people are going to spend, offer up $50 worth of OMI to do that? If there's a drop for, let's say, even if the drop is like $100, and you go and you spend $50 worth of OMI, right? So $50 worth of OMI to get those tickets, and then once you get those tickets, you have, if you don't win in that lottery, you get your OMI back. But if you do win, okay, you lose that OMI, but you get a guaranteed spot to get that collectible for $100. And if you get that collectible, most likely that collectible that you get at $100 is probably going to be worth a couple $100, where you could go and you could sell that for OMI. And then suddenly, hey, guess what? I have much more OMI than I had beforehand. So there are definitely ways to flip. You can sell for gems, you can sell for OMI, whatever you want. There are definitely ways to flip, and I will probably be doing videos on that at some point, especially when the next article comes out, especially when we can do it. But again, that's just me. We got a 1 hour Patreon member shout out. I think I'm going to put it as... Oh, I had a really good one yesterday. No, that's all I want to be with you. Swing, swing, swing. Oh yeah, here we go. It is going to be an oldie but goodie. I don't even know where the lyrics begin. Okay, here we go. Patreon member shout out. You look so good and standing there, my American Apparel underwear, and I know that I'm so down. Your lipstick stain is a work of art. I got your name tattooed in an arrow heart, and I know that I'm so down. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. Everyone, please go check out at HeyDavidDon and at King Mavs Forever on Twitter. Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the Vivi app. ChaviCat5 as well. Got Kobe Collection, Only Player 1 on the YouTube. Wraithax.eth. Search that anywhere you would like. Powers of X #1 over here. Kobe Collects down here. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Vivi Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy of Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, Charles Merkel, Vivi Darklink, Pavel Anderson, and Vivi Vibes all on the YouTube. You got at Wet Wizard Vivi, and you got Gary O at 1234CA3. You got DerekBrad.com/pages/Vivi-photography and WoundedWarriorProject.org. Okay, I'm going to go and sip my water. Moving on. What we got here? Carlos Carvalho says, "Hey Randy, couldn't they build a desktop marketplace and skip the Apple Android fee? Therefore, skip." They will have a web app coming out. They will have that, but eventually they'd be able to skip. I don't know. I'm not sure if they could or would do that, but the withdrawal fee that they have, just because every cent that goes into that has to go through them. So the withdrawal fees help offset that. Yeah, and the again, you've had so many. If they could do that I don't know, maybe they could drop the fee but that's so hard to tell. Oh, like you could say, so you have someone say like, oh, well, I put, this much money in on the, on the desktop, so I shouldn't have to pay that fee, right? Like, I think that'd be very hard to track. I think that'd be very, very hard to track. Because then you could just make an account and just be like, oh, well, I'm using the desktop fee. Okay, well, desktop, I shouldn't have to pay the fee. Okay, well, you put how much money in there? Yeah, no, you would always have to have that percent. I mean, it'd be easier for people to use desktop just because if it's easier, especially maybe to get drops. But for the most part, if you go and you have it's just a lot easier to have that continuity across the board, 30%, 10%, that type of deal. Arjun Garg says, what are your thoughts on Trevor leaving Vivi? I don't know if he said he did, but typically for his job, I wouldn't be surprised, because in that particular job, you're there for a little while to get stuff set up, but that's pretty par for the course for that position. Be there for a certain amount of time, and then bounce on to other things. And New says, can you talk about the OMI price and where you think it'll go? Continue with the motorcycle helmet because that is clever. I never really had game, if we're talking about how to pick up chicks, it was always just like, I'm what I am. Like, I'm here. Like, again, I don't try to like put on airs. I don't try to like, be anything that I'm not. I'm just, I could, OMI can go to $1 tomorrow, I'll still be here for a little while. Like, I'm not gonna be like, all right, that's it. Burn this place down. I'm gonna go buy a castle. Um, so with girls, it was just, hey, I'm Randy. Hey, I'm Chavez. Do you play Pokemon? Like, I try to get it's so weird. I've only actually dated like one nerd. She wasn't even that much of a nerd. She played Animal Crossing. That was it. That was it. Um, yeah. It's very. I don't know if you want me to get into like women. I don't know. It's Oh, maybe I did a couple. I don't know. Well, I'll focus now on OMI and where I think it'll go. And I think I've answered this before earlier in the stream, but I'll just if we get crypto winter and bear market before we get exchanges, 0.001, maybe even lower. But I do believe that we get exchanges by late March, early April, and then we go from there. Cody Williams says Todd is 7,500 today. Yeah, Todd dipped hard. Alan says OMI dipped this low in December. I know. I put that thing up there that shows this is the exact same thing that happened in December. And what happened? We went up. Watmama says, if I buy OMI on Bit4X, is it the new Ethereum-based OMI? I think they have both on there right now. The ERC20 OMI, the new one, and the old GoChain OMI. I don't know why you would want the old one, but they do have two up there. Marshall says, I have number 56 R2D2. I want to get 50K for it. Well, let me see. I don't think you can, but I will see. I'll take a look at what it should be properly rated as. Go to the brands. Go to the... Oh, I way overshot that one. Okay. R2D2 is uncommon. 8,333 of them. It's a lot. $6,300. And the God, so a sub 100, what's it gonna be, 40? And number 76 is 45. Yeah. Be advised, if number 76 is 45,000, and the next cheapest after that is number 56. Which one did you say? Yep, 56. Do you want 50,000 gems? Or do you want $50,000? Because you could try to sell it for 50,000 gems, and someone might take you up on it because that would be the cheapest one at that time. But I don't see. Yeah, maybe 50,000, just because someone can get 50,000 gems pretty cheaply. Maybe. But at that point, it's like, okay, well, I could save $5,000 if I just get number 76. Because it's 45. So, which I think is like properly rated would be in the 40s. Anu says, what is Dashi? Dashi is my dog god. There is no god but Dashi, and I am Dashi's prophet. Sinful Mawile says, when you say it might go down to 0.001, would that just be temporary for like a month or two, or for like 7 or 8 months? That would just be if we don't have exchanges. No, if we have exchanges, that I don't even know if that would go to all-time highs. I mean, to 10x, probably. Yeah, it probably would. Again, let's say we reach 5 cents. Whatever we have will go down by like, I want to say max 80%. So if we're at 0.005, 80% is 0.001. If we're at 5 cents before we get, crypto winter bear market, it would go down to 1 penny again. So yeah, that short term, the only way we go down there, I think, is if we get crypto winter bear market before we go on exchanges, and then we go on exchanges, it'll probably go up to all-time highs. Ad News says, how long does winter last for usually? Usually it lasts for like several years, but this time I think it would only last for like 2 years maybe, until the next Bitcoin halving around 2024. Andrew says that's why it's called crypto winter. Sometimes Groundhog doesn't see a shadow, or it might last a bit longer. Sugar Shane says, wait and buy the Disney Golden second Donald, or get Lady and the Tramp. Wait and buy now the Disney Golden second Donald, or get Lady and the Tramp. Probably the second Disney Golden. Probably the Donald, second Donald. Azine says W. Sugar Chain says hope all is well. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm fine. We got Sugar Shane 420 says market. Yeah, it is a crazy market. Sinful Mile says double checking EPLs left. Got bullish Oh god, you got narwhals. That's amazing. Got narwhal, Kylo Ren, Cad Bane, Count Dooku, Jabba's Palace, Obi-Wan, Dantooine. You got Team Fortress. You got Ferrets, Mandalore, and Geonosis. Dude, I'm so heckin' jelly. That's amazing. I am a little bit behind on comments, but I'll catch up. Sugar changes. I can buy 50% off floor from a seller. Oh, get it done. Sinful Mala says Jabba's Palace would make a great club name in E2. It would. What's up, Diogo? How's it going? Aloha says, hey, Randy, do you think there's a chance OMI will be burned from MTL fees? Probably not, no. Because that's just fiat. It's not OMI. Maybe for OMI withdrawal, they'll have a small fee, and that OMI, that it could burn there. So yeah, actually for MTL, for withdrawing for OMI, if there is a small fee, then that could be, that part of that fee could be burned. So I think that would be cool. Crypto Crowns, hey Randy, how cool would it be if you could choose to open your blind box or not and be able to resell them unopened? I do like that idea. I was hoping if we were to get something like that in Pokemon, hey, these are some unopened packs, and I would hope that we would get that. Yes, I do love that idea. Justin says, the more and more the world adopts crypto, the less and less the rest of the world will be as dependent on the US dollar. Hey-yo. Tinele says, can I sell OMI right now? Everyone, please. Seller hodl OMI, please. I would not sell OMI right now. I'm doing the opposite, and I'm acquiring more OMI. But again, that's just me. David Z says, Tinley, if you can't watch your investment lose 500% in the next few months, sell. I don't think you can lose 500%. You could lose a lot, but yeah, if you, I'm okay with buying more OMI now, is because I'm okay with it going down 50%, 80%, 90%. Why? I'll just buy more. Like I know what this project is doing, and I'm very, 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 very confident on it, and that's why. If it was a crap project or if it was a meme coin, I don't invest in meme coins, but like, if I got drunk one night and did invest in a meme coin, I would have been out by now. But it's not that. It is complete opposite of that. Clear winner in this space. I'm not leaving. I'm just very cold. And oh god, you think that with me gaining a lot of weight, the fat would insulate me, but it does not. It is just making me colder somehow. It's also very cold here, so I'm gonna. Okay, moving on. Ernie Malas with that $50 super chat. Thank you so much. Always taking care of me. Saying Vivi and OMI are solid. Managements are smart. Products in demand. Great licenses. Drop causes rapid burn. Rapid burn creates less supply. Perfect Buffett scenario. Buy when blood in the streets. OMI holders do not miss this opportunity. Agreed 100,000%. Len teases how much more downside you see in the collectibles, man. Oh, I have zero idea. All right, David Z, you fix that. You said 50%. Yes. In the collectibles, I have zero idea. I mean, I bought a Mickey lenticular card yesterday. Went down a little bit more. If I had more money, I'd buy more. David Capon says, appreciate all your content, Randy. Can you share your thoughts around what renting collectibles in the Viviverse will look like? And then you say both conservatively and high-end potential. So most likely it would be like, if anyone remembers the game Super Smash Brothers, where you had to do each character, you got each character got two special levels. One of which in which they board the platforms, and the other one of which is where they break the targets. So when you have those things that these are not new ideas. These are not old, but they're recent. They're recent ideas. Where I guess 20 years ago, it's probably not recent. Probably old now. Where you can go and say, oh, actually, we can take this idea and put it into the Viviverse, saying, you can get some special characters, you can get some special unlocks if you do these levels with these characters. And if you don't own those characters, those NFTs, you can be able to rent them from somebody else. Like, if there was a character like Save Metropolis, with like a mini game in there where I have to go as Superman and save Metropolis, and I don't have Superman, instead of paying $4,000 for a Superman, I can just rent one for $20 or whatever. I would do that. Now I understand that not everybody has $20, an extra $20. So, if you're a kid doing this, and let's say parents working paycheck to paycheck, they're not going to give you an extra $20, to just do that. So I do think there will be some people in the market like me. If there's something like that with alligator Lokis, let's say common out, it doesn't matter. Like, you get more points for doing it with a secret rare or an ultra rare, but if you do to complete this with a common alligator Loki, you get it. I would rent my Lokis out for $1 a day because I have 150 of them. And that's $150 a day. I could take that in gems. I could take that in OMI. But again, high end. If you have something, let's say like Donnie, and you need people to collect that, like, Jesus, that could be rented out for so much. Secret Rare Spider-Man. Pretty much any of the season 2 Powerpuff Girls, Bubbles, Professor, Donnie, and him. His Infernal Majesty. There's so few of them. So few of them out there. And let's say, how in, I forget the name of that movie where it's like, if you could come in on Saturday, that'd be great. That Office Space, I think it is, where Jennifer Aniston has a bunch of flair, on her stuff. Like in Disney World, Disneyland, you get pins and you could trade with other characters and whatnot. I just farted. So sorry. And if you can trade with pins and other characters, then maybe in this you can have flair, and maybe we'll get Disney pins. Maybe somebody has a 007 James Bond ticket. Oh, if you have this ticket, with this pin, you get the super deluxe experience points or whatever, and you could probably rent that out for hundreds of dollars a day, maybe thousands. Who knows? I guess I've toyed with the idea in the past that people rent cars, people rent stuff out, that they don't own castles. Like, I remember taking someone to, I remember going to Ohika Castle. I don't own that castle, but you can rent out, not even the castle, you can rent out a room in that castle. Hella fun, hella amazing. 10 out of 10 recommend it. It's in Long Island, in Huntington, where I used to live. And, head rush. And you can go and, people are going to take high-end items in here, like a Walt, and be like, yeah, they're going to bring it to a party. And just, I don't know how, but I know something like that is going to happen. They're going to take a screenshot of them owning that wall. Oh, hey, here's me in this wall. Look, on the blockchain, it says I own it. I guarantee that's going to happen. So there's a conservative at $1 a day, and a high-end hundreds a day, maybe thousands. Travas Gregory says, yo, I made it. Yo, what up, Travas? How's it going? Sinful Miles says, early 20s and right before you die are the only times you should be taking risks. One age you have time to recover, the other you have nothing more to lose. Fair point. But again, right now, single, well, I have a girlfriend. I mean, I'm not married. No family. Super Duper Hank says 0.009 would scare everyone. There would be hell from the community. All fingers would be pointed. Oh, you mean 0.0, like 39, 3 zeros. Would be pointed the Akomi team influencer saying Omi to 5 cents. Oh, you mean like right under a penny, you mean. Okay. And no one can predict the future, but wouldn't be good. That'd be interesting. Matthew Smith is, where can I retire? When can I retire with 3.5 million OMI? Probably in a couple of years, if you can survive on 3.5 million for the rest of your life. I don't know how old you are. I don't know what your spending habits are like. I don't know where in the world you live, but that'll be a few $1 million in a few years. Rudy G says, yo, Randy, seems like all the OMI Vivi YouTubers been quiet lately. Thank you for coming out here every day and being here for us. I'm trying. Again, most, if not all, the other OMI YouTubers or YouTubers in general, they have jobs, like, big boy jobs, and mine are, I did retire last year. I could have not done any of this, and and just kind of live those savings a little bit. But I decided to throw myself into this because it's so beautiful. It's so like the money you can make is. I'd be stupid to not go all in. And again, most other people that if you're working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, coming on YouTube, it's not. I did that for a long time when I was growing the YouTube channel from early 2020 until 2021 when I retired. That takes so much out of you. Like let me show you something. This is just a glimpse into the Chavez life here. Let me go to my channel, go to my videos, and I'm going to sort by oldest. And I'm going to go into where it says, I'm going to say early 2021 I'm going to go to. Because I didn't really start covering Earth 2 until, again, I was doing, on the same days, literally in the same day, I did Pokemon sales data for 28 September 2020. I did Tesla stock update for 28 September 2020. My conversations with the left and the right, and why I'm spending $100,000 on Pokemon cards this year. So, hang on one second. So you can see I did 4 videos on the 28th and 1 on the 29th, and then let me show you how long I kept that up for, and what I wound up looking like eventually, and you could tell, just not healthy, just not good. Okay. We're up to cryptocurrency update. All right, hang on. I won't. Okay, I could. There's no like the housing bubble. People were buying homes. This isn't even in my office.
Taking out lines of credit on those homes, putting up those homes as collateral to get more money to get another house. And a lot of these times, these people cannot afford the payments on those houses.
Look how disgustingly awful I look. Look how straight up not good it was. I'll go back even like a month or so earlier when I'm in the office.
Is so ripe for disruption, it will be turned on its head. There's still a lot of people that are shocked by this.
It is not ideal for people to. And again, this is when I had 2 businesses. I had a girlfriend and was trying to get. I maybe had just gotten partnered. Let me go to my actual channel here real quick, and I'm gonna say if everyone could go on and you could smash that like button. Oh look, 69 likes. Be the first to break that. Free way to support the channel. So basically, this is me telling you, Rudy G, that I am okay with other YouTubers not straining themselves, because it is hard. It is very hard and very stressful to try to keep it up every day. Even now, where this is really the only thing I do. Yeah. So moving on. We got a super chat coming in from Jeff Baven with a $10 super saying, "Aussies buying the dip." Thank you so much. I hope you and your partner are doing very, very well. And get that bread. Get it while it's hot. Remember that one skit on Ren and Stimpy? We're like, hairballs, get them while they're hot. I love them so much. Where was I beforehand? Sinful Mala says, at Super Duper Hank, what do you mean? I don't know what he meant. David Z says, Super Duper Hank, yeah, this would not be good at all. I mean, I think it'd be okay. Logie Porter's telling me to sell. Never, I would never. Mama says, got my mom to get 600,000 OMI. Now my dad is calling me and wants in. Get it. Get the whole family in. They'll be rich. Carlos Cavallo says, a lot of people being bearish. I understand the scare, but believe me, this is the time where big money makes moves. Just look at heckin' BlackRock. Agreed 100,000%. You know they got 10 trillion in management. Brina Karthik says, top brands getting royalties in perpetuity every time products change hands is genius. Currently, secondary sale doesn't get royalties anywhere else. It only happens in Vivi. That's my conviction. Agreed 100%, Brina Karthik. Not a bot says, Randy, I know you don't want to hear this, but we need to keep OMI below 1 cent for the next year or two, and put all our energy into Vivi to reach our goals. Hang on. Long term, that would be great. That would be super fantastic for the token. I don't know why my belt is still on. Ugh, I am fat. Oh god, that feels so good. It's like girls when they take off their bra after a long day. Like, oh, it's like guys just go, oh, let the gut hang out. Long term, keeping it under a penny for that long would be great, but short term, you're gonna get a lot of angry people. You're gonna get a lot of people that are very disappointed. They'll which again, okay, but it's just not possible. I mean, even if we get bear market and crypto winter, right now, and we don't get exchanges until April, let's even say May, we will not stay under a penny once we get on exchanges. Once word gets out that we have Disney, floodgates open. And again, obviously it's public information, but with no easy way to get access to this, the amount of volume that's going to go on is ridiculous. Again, I hope we do, because long term, the long term goals would come up a lot quicker. OMI to $1 would probably not take till 2026. It would probably take till 2025. It might move it up a year, maybe even 2. But depending on how long the bear market lasts. But yeah, that would that'd be great. I just don't know if that would actually realistically happen. But who knows? Moving on. Ernie Malas says, I'm 56. This is a huge opportunity. Been trading for 38 years. Buy. Ernie Malas knows what we're talking about. He can see he's been here. Ernie Malas, I guarantee. So he's been there in the 80s, and he's been here in 2001, and he's been here in 2009 and 2020. He has seen this many times before, and with the project this good, with the price this silly, that's what you do. You buy in, and you buy and you hodl. Again, maybe Ernie Malas didn't do this in the 80s. Maybe his first time getting punched in the face was in 2001, the dot-com bubble, and then in 2007, 2008 with the the housing market. But he's been here before, especially most recently in 2020 when things go down. That's my first time when I got punched in the face, and I made a lot of money afterwards. So yeah, people have been here before. We can put on our glasses, and it's all good. Michael Guzelian says, Randy, has it upset you at all that the crypto side of the company hasn't really progressed yet? No, this is good. The longer we keep it down here, the longer, the more burns we do. Now, again, would I like to be, would I like to, give it to the fudsters and be like, okay, guys, well, instead of just being a normal millionaire, I'm a multimillionaire. I'm a decamillionaire. Yes, that would be great. Reach what? Now that I have 130 million OMI, how much would it take for me to go to 10 million? 30 times 0.00. It would need to be 8 cents, and I have $10 million. So yeah, a bunch of people let me see if I can go on Reddit and try to take a look at this. Hang on one second here. Oh my god, look at the pupper. I subscribe to Rare Puppers, and oh my god, it's a little baby! It's a little baby puppy! Sorry. Rare Puppers are just so cute. I will go on messages. Alright, so we get this on a Komi. Any of the videos that are posted from moi. Let's see where this one's at. You need to vanish. You're embarrassing. Okay, fair. Not really fair, but whatever. Where's the next one? How many of these? Okay, so when I go over cash withdrawal history, it says, your post was informative as whatever BS you're spewing out of this video. That makes 0 sense. Be great for the OMI price. Oh, this is actually a good comment. Holding OMI is such... Oh, no, it's not a good comment. Holding OMI is such a letdown. Another panning this week/weekend. So again, Reddit is historically very toxic, and I forget where I was. So it would be great to be able to take these people and be able to say like, okay, guys, I was not wrong. What do you have to say now? But again, like I never comment on I never comment on this stuff because I never even read these because they're so toxic. Um, like even this one, Vivi owns 0 IPs on their platform. Only thing Vivi has is the app. I think Vivi could make some money from those IPs, but no, after 30%, Apple Google is left with 70%. What about 50%? Because it goes to licensors. After payout, Vivi is left with at most 10% from the gem sales before users cash out. Well, that's a lie. You might think that Vivi is putting a lot of work and effort with digital content they have, but those digital content were not made by Vivi. It's been done. Again, if this person is choosing to willful ignorance, choosing to ignore the hundreds of thousands and million, like I think the Todd father over all of his accounts has I think a couple $1 million worth of NFTs. Maybe not now. Maybe it's down to less than a couple million because it's currently in a dip. But people have literally made millions from this. So I guess I regret to inform this guy that he's wrong. This Vivi has 0 content of their own. Again, right now, do you think in the Viviverse, Vivi won't make their own content? I should really do a response to this, like an actual video response. Having big names like Disney, Marvel, DC on their platform brings attraction, which is a huge advantage for Vivi. Plus, all they got to do is upload files they receive from those companies. I mean, it's a little more than that, but okay. Now, you don't have to own a business. Like you already know this, but these mega companies are not charity organization. They know the impact they have for just being on a platform like Vivi. Just from that, a major gain for Vivi, but not any kind of profit using this IP. Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it's major profit. Randy, your god-awful speculation comes from other well-established companies. You just put those accomplishments and apply it to Vivi and speculate like a curse word. So, for the most part, yes, I do compare Vivi to other companies, but because they do the same, they're very disruptive, like Tesla. They're very innovative, like other companies, like Square. So, I've seen this before, and I haven't been wrong before, at least in the last couple of years, at least in finance. So, I would love it if the OMI price would go high, and then all these people would shut up. Again, not that I even read these anyway, but if it doesn't, if it stays down below, instead of OMI being $1 at 2026, then it gets there at 2025 or maybe 2024, maybe earlier. So, yeah, I'm fine with it both ways. Moving on. Justin says Ukraine, Russia is a distraction from the truckers. It might be. Might be. Sinful Mama says OMI is hiking its way back up. I haven't checked it in a little while. I'll see what we got. Where we at? All right, going to the Bit4x. That's yeah. Oh, yeah, OMI's past 0.005 again. 0.0051. Very nice. Trevor makes content. I love him so much. Saying get in on that dip, and then someone's dunking some nuggies and some sauce. Oh, we had such good OMI burn today. It was amazing. All right, now where was I? All right, moving on. Double C says sold Mickey's hat for Daisy and Donald Golden Moments. Okay. Lady in the Tramp Golden Moments and a Donald card. Did I do good or did I pull aside the deal? No, I think that's fine. Especially if you took profit. Yeah. I do like these. I do like what you did. I think that is very good. Watch any price. Says Randy, only collectibles called Mickey Mouse is the lenticular backs. That's a good point because there's a partner statue. There's Steamboat. Yeah, the only collectible is called Mickey Mouse. Glad I got 2 of those. That is a good call. Monarch NFT says Vivi is dipping for that hopes of a surprise on the 27th. I don't think we will get that. I doubt we will get that at all. And I guarantee you, if they do announce Pokemon, and I've seen this before, where they announce Marvel, we like doubled in a day from 0.00 like 2.1 to 0.00 like 4 something, and then like a week later we went right back down. It's like, oh, see, it doesn't even matter that we have Marvel because the token didn't move. We got Disney, went up, then went right back down. But see, it doesn't even matter that we got Disney. I guarantee you when we get Pokemon, shoot up and then shoot right back down as long as we don't have exchanges. And people will say, see, we got Pokemon, doesn't even help the token. Token's worthless. Okay, sell. I see it right now. I see it right now happening. Travis Gregory says, how much OMI do you have? Almost 2 million. Nice. I got about 130. At about 130 right now. Rudy G says, Randy, I'm happy with Walt. I got it for like 14.5 thousand OMI. OMI was at 0.0059. I'm glad you got Walt as well. Like I said, Walt will, or $45,000 in OMI. Like I said, Walt will be a couple $100,000 in the future. It's gonna be great. John says, imagine OMI at 25 cents, and some of the NFTs are only at a 5x from this point. NFT holders are gonna be like, I think though, it's hard. I think OMI will outperform, but at the end of the day, who knows? Crazy Dan 420 is like, I had a motorcycle for $110 right after the drop. Dude, my man, congrats. Infinity says, did we get any updates on the 2 to 3 exchanges this month? Sorry if you already went over this, just tuning in now. Thanks, Randy. No problem. I'm sorry that I am getting to your comment like 40 minutes after the fact, 45 minutes after. But the 2 to 3 exchanges that's not happening this month. It probably won't happen until late March or early April. There is a reason why, and it is very, very necessary. Moving on. Mike A says, hey Randy, $60,000 coming to me in 2 weeks, throwing it all at OMI. I hope these prices drop even more. I hope they do for you, dude. Oh, I'm really hoping for you. Now, there is a chance that we do get a couple exchanges by then, but I'm hope for you. I'm hoping that it stays down just long enough for you to buy, and then we get. But again, there's my estimates are just estimates. Late March, early April, we could still get them in a couple of weeks. I could be dead wrong, but for Mike, I hope that waits for you, because you'll really change your life. Honestly, even if it's at like 1 or 2 cents, long term, that's going to be so good for you. Long term. Carlos Aguero says, that motorcycle does not have the first appearance tag, sadly, but it's still dope, collectible. What's the art, right? It's an object. Should be FE. Is it FE? Let me check. Not a sound out of you. I don't know why, but we don't talk about Bruno song. It's just so heckin' cool. All right, No Time to Die. Yes, it is a first edition. That's why it's art. And Loki, we got tomorrow. I got to put out another video. The videos are getting crazy. Moving on. Andrew says, I have Valdez case, and if I put it next to the motorcycle, it morphs into it more like a Decepticon. As I have the set of posters in the background. I'm not sure if that has something to do with it. Wait, are you serious? You have the Valdo's case? Put it next to the motorcycle. More like a Decepticon. I mean, I know the things can go up and down, but that's interesting. Not a Bot says the motorcycle is cool, definitely. And New says, it really is. I didn't think it was going to go for that much, but I got it on the drop, and I'm glad I did, because I don't think I would have bought it. Ow. My poor baby calves. Jesus Rodriguez says, Randy, thank you all for your motivational podcast. I'm a hardworking father of 4 kids, trying to reach 5 million OMI tokens, and I believe next this token will make life-changing money. I believe so too, Jesus. In the next year, yes, I believe so too. Yeah, that's good for you, being a good dad. Don't lose hope. Hang on. Echo Wash Solution says, it seems like a dump after another founder token unlock. No, we don't. The founders do not. They do not sell. At least I haven't yet. Vittoria Jean Pascal says, hi all. Can't wait to open my NFT bar. Just waiting for compatibility with holographic displays or Apple Glass. Once major cities will have this fancy venues, this technology will be mainstream. That sounds amazing. That sounds very pumped. That sounds awesome. Lucky Clover says, like. Just a Lucy in the sky, an NFT bar. Ernie Malaf says, smart move, Mike A. Basically did that in the last 36 hours. Average cost is 0.00495. Nice. And News says, I'm joking you, Sharp, I can tell you don't use anything, maybe joke on occasion. Mike A says, at Ernie, great minds think alike, positive vibes. Ernie says, ditto. And News says, hey, were you like this before you had money? Because I can tell you don't give 2 Fs about what anybody thinks of you, which is admirable. I would say that actually when I was really young, I used to care a little bit what people thought about me. And I do think that can help sometimes because I um I used to really care about my, like, if I didn't have an 8 pack, it was like, okay, nope, nothing else mattered, and now fitness is still important. I still work out 5 days a week minimum, but I just eat a lot, and I'm one of those people that I don't like eat to live. I live to eat, and dude, it's so good. So maybe if I did care about and I cared about appearance, if I did care about appearance and I care what people thought of me, I would have a good haircut. I would shave. I would lose weight, and I would be a better face for a Comey. But Taps Trades does that. I don't really need to be like that because he's like that. Um, he's a very good face. Um, and I think, and I don't want to like pat myself on the back or anything, but I do think some people need this. Some people use like their looks or their, I don't say disabilities, but like being brown and ugly is a disability. No, I think some people use that. Oh well, I'm not, I'm not tall, white, and handsome. I'm short. I'm a few shades darker and a few inches shorter and a few pounds heavier than what a man should be. Okay, well guess what? So am I. And guess what? I got partnered on YouTube just with this phone, this exact phone right here, from 2020 to 2021. That's what I used, and before I ever got, I still only have a tablet. I don't have a computer. I don't have this crazy setup. I don't have it. So I do think that people need that. Because they can look at me and like, okay, this kind of weird dude with like black nail polish and whatever. He can, if he can do it, then I can do it. And I think that helps inspire people. So, and was I always? I don't know. I mean, but mostly I wasn't this. It's kind of like, before Spider-Man was Spider-Man, he just kind of did his own thing, and then, not that I got bit by a radioactive spider or anything, but, if you have a little bit of influence and you have some money, you should probably take that responsibly. Like there's, I didn't really expect this. There's this one episode of Scrubs where JD's brother Dan comes to town for like the second time, and he talks to Dr. Cox. And he's saying that, listen, and I'm talking as Dan now. It's just quote like, I am just the loser older brother that still lives with his mom and is bartends sometimes, on like the weekends. And, much as I try, JD, my little brother, he will never look up to me and listen to what I say. And then he tells to Dr. Cox, like, but he hangs on your every word. Says, I'm going to ask you. No, I'm going to tell you to take that responsibility seriously. Because if you don't, you're going to be hearing from me. End quote. And I was like, oh, that is so good. And I think sometimes TV is so good and giving you those lessons that, like, okay, if you have any ounce of responsibility, like my friend Vinny said one day that if once you start to mentor someone, you lose the right to screw up. I was like, all right, no pressure here. So I again, if I had my choice, I would. Well, if I had a wish, it would just be that the world was in a slightly better place, and people cared more about conservation, and I wouldn't have to, and then I could just. I could play. I could finish my Pokemon Brilliant Diamond game, and I could finish I could start Pokemon Arceus game. I could just work out, hang with friends, hang with girlfriend, and just play with puppies all day. But I think that in doing this is a stepping stone to just animal conservation, but also along the way. When you have, and be advised, guys, like this is not just on me. Like this responsibility, like a lot of you on here have hundreds of thousands, if not millions, or multi-millions, or tens of millions of OMI. Your life is going to change in a crazy way, where you're gonna have to make a choice on who to help and who not to help, and who and maybe you won't. Maybe you don't have to. Maybe you're just like, you know what? I'm just not gonna tell anyone, and I'm just gonna move. And okay, fair point. But people are gonna look up to you, and if you don't want that responsibility, don't tell anyone you have money. Don't tell anyone you have any type of power at all. I kind of forget where I was going with this. I kind of got off on a tangent. I'm surprised I didn't lose any listeners there. Justin says at Adnu, he's made all his moves on Lucy. Yeah. All of my financial moves the last few years were through Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. I had a pretty decent inclination of what was right anyway, but that had showed me the way, the exact way in which I should go. Melinda Murphy says, "Do you play Pokemon?" Yeah, I mean, if I want to get, I don't know, if I want to get to know someone, especially like a girl, I don't know. I feel so awkward sometimes around the only reason I got the girlfriend I have now is because we had worked together in the past, and I knew her, and when we re-met, it was with through my friend Mark. He's been on the podcast too, Dr. Mark Nunez, and we would just we had that kind of going up to a girl random bar. That is so hard. I mean, I still do it, and I think that's what. I don't know. I think the military really helped with that because, all right, what's the worst that could happen? She's not gonna shoot at me, so I'd be like, "Hey, how's it going?" I was like, "I know they're reading a book, or they're doing whatever." Be like, hey, "Do you come here often?" I don't know. Just shoot your shot, swing for the fences, and most times, yeah, most times they're just like, "I'm just waiting for a friend." I'm okay. I don't. And sometimes I go I was like, "Okay, I'll enjoy my beer over here." But every now and then you get someone that just entertains the idea, and I don't know, you flirt. You just it's good. I think flirting is still good. It's practice. It's fun, and every now and then, you know how, especially for guys, how when you're about to make a stupid decision, heck it, I'm gonna do it. You're about to bet a bunch of money on a football game, or you're about to hey, I shouldn't eat this next piece of cake. I've had 5 pieces of cake already. Heck it. And you just go you're making a not good decision. Heck it. Girls have that too. Girls they're just people. And again, one of the worst things they can say is no, or ew, or whatever. But every now and then I'm like, heck it. Yeah, I like you. And even if they don't you know what, they just need some human companionship. And just get lucky. You be in the right place at the right time. A girl it happens. So moving on here. Bapahal says, "Hey Randy, didn't you say we were guaranteed at least 2 exchanges this month? I forgot, where did that come from? Where did Vivi say that again? I'm not sure if it was Reese or Dan. They said that I think in December. Maybe it was January, but yes, we were supposed to. I can say it this way. Do you guys remember that news story that happened literally a day ago, where OpenSea, that didn't get hacked? What people did was they took a phishing site, or they took an email that OpenSea actually sent out, and they basically copied and pasted it. They changed a couple of different things to make it say because again, people don't read what they sign. Oh, here's an update. Okay, click, and they click OK to the agreements. And they did that with smart contracts, and it was because either the audits on the smart contracts weren't good, but a couple of people had their NFTs stolen. Basically, they said that, oh, you own this NFT? Hey, this is an update for this particular platform. Click OK. They click OK for the agreement, and then suddenly, now this person has control of that NFT. Oh, we're going to sell this NFT now instead of $50,000. Yeah, we're going to sell it for, I don't know, half an ETH or something like that. And they go and they get this crazy, amazing NFT for really cheap. But Vivi does not want that to happen. And Vivi, homie, saw this well before this got hacked, well before OpenSea got hacked. and again, OpenSea wasn't. It was just a phishing scamming site. So trying to make sure that there are no ways that people can steal any information from you. And again, this is a good reason. They're trying to make sure that nobody can steal information from you, whether backdoors in the blockchain, backdoors wherever. This is the reason why we are delayed a little bit. There's like one last quadruple check. And again, with all that being said, we still could get them in a few weeks, but I'm going to conservatively say late March or early April. Moving on. Nino Blue says, Aloha, Captain Randy. Did you hear about the new Bit4X NFT marketplace? Did you see any connection with Vivi down the road? Yes, so I went over that in my video that I made like 11 hours ago, give it 12 hours ago, 13 hours ago. I did mention that in that video for the news, which I thought was really cool. And yeah, I think Vivi, I think Bit4X really likes OMI. They make a lot of money there, and they know that they're going to lose a lot of the money that's being spent on their website for OMI because other exchanges are about to go in. So I think them opening up this marketplace, they'll probably say, "Oh yeah, Vivi, come on, continue spending your OMI here." I think that's pretty cool what they're doing. Monarch NFTs, Ethereum dips to 1,700. We are in for one heck of an altcoin season. That could be cool. That could be interesting. But Tori Jean Pascal, in the future, people will rent collectibles to create temporary exhibitions in galleries and bars. This is a great way to create events like band gigs. That's a very good point. I didn't even think of that. And Justin says, I lost it during the garage scene in Office Space. It's a good movie. It's a good time. Orange Bag Lady says, evening, good sir. Says, you cop a drop today? Unfortunately, I didn't. I didn't, Frank. Sorry, it's a Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference. But good evening, Miss Orange Bag Lady, which I know I am 32 minutes? I am 33 minutes behind on comments, and I apologize for that. When Orange Bag Lady did a, had Reese on the channel, they opened up to, this is a story of how I became a millionaire. It was with Non-Fungible Wonderful, like, OMI Millionaire. Like, it's, So shout out to Orange Bag Lady for picking that music with me in it. Ryan Domani says, Randy, what do you say? Where are we at? Okay. Ryan Domani says, Randy, what do you say to the NFT doubters who say, well, no one could ever say they would want the digital version of something over the real physical copy you can touch and hold with your wall? Well, I say that I would... There's a bunch of, like, let's say the Todd or the Eddie Riso. I paid much more for the digital Eddie Riso than what the physical is worth. Why? Because I don't really have room for it. I don't have room for the Eddie Riso. I don't have room for the Todd. I don't have room for any of these things. Digital collectibles is a huge disruption to collecting at large, especially for people that don't have the room. Now, does that mean that it's over for physical collectibles? Absolutely not. The digital collectibles are making the prices of the physical collectibles rise. But the other side of that is that, again, for people like me that don't have room for that, I would, like, again, would I love a giant C3PO thing? Yeah, absolutely. But I would much rather get the digital collectible because I can get as many as I want, and it doesn't take up any space. It takes up a couple little bits of data on my phone. That's it. So that's what I say. That you don't have to worry about them being damaged or being in sun or being in crazy temperatures. All you have to do is worry about your phone, which you could throw your phone at the window and it'd be fine. We got a couple super chats. One from Aldous Havley saying, "Yo, was busy and just logged on. Can you rehash everything?" Honest. So I don't even remember. I know there was a It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference in there. Part of the, I don't remember what I say a lot of the times. Even though I do repeat myself a lot. I don't, God, I don't, what's the title of this video? I don't even know. All right, hang on here. Let's go to the Twitter and let me find, because I know I posted this on Twitter, and I can find at least the thing of the title. The title was Vivi Hang Night, OMI Watch Party, AMA. Oh God, I don't even know. So I was having, I do not remember. Again, I've been going on for almost 2 hours right now. I don't remember what I just talked about. There was like a girl in there, and there was like a bar, and I mentioned Office Space, and responsibility and Peter Parker and Spider-Man and that's it. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't remember anything that I don't remember anything that I just said the past hour 54 minutes. I'm so sorry. Me Home with a $20 super chat says, "This is a quick story of how I became a millionaire. Best OMI song opening. Kudos to OBL and Reese for that great moment. Fudbusters! Yeah, I think they are pretty fantastic. And OBL has always just been so sweet and so nice to me. I was trying to get OBL on the podcast in December, and then we had that Christmas special thing, and then I got sick, and then we never got on board. So OBL, I have to message you on when I can get you on the podcast again soon. Aldous Hadley, the $2 super chat says, "Just kidding, all hugs and love." I love you, brother. That was great. It was great trolling. Where was I beforehand? Oh God, where was I? Orange Bag Lady says, "When Harley Davidson." Oh, that'd be great too. That's another thing I was talking about before. Talking about Wario on a motorcycle. Well, he has one. I think I don't know how fast that can go, but I think that'd be pretty cool. I think he can actually travel just as fast with his farts. Like, no cap. Adnu says, "I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately." Good. I hope. Paper Hall says, "Also, Randy, can you explain exactly what I own when I have a Walt or any collectible for that matter on Vivi? Just trying to think of how stuff could blow up when Disney has their own metaverse." Well, you own the... Hang on. I think I did read this before as well, but I'll read it again. Oh God, where was I? Okay, so in a doomsday scenario, it's the same for all NFT platforms. We don't own the asset, just like the people don't own the CryptoPunks. The NFT is just a contract that the property is yours, and that's pretty much it. It's a contract that the property is yours. But you can... Walt will probably be able to move off-app at some point. And if anything, we'll probably be able to move off-app towards the Disney metaverse. Mabel Halls, could they just release the exact same Walt? No, they would not do that. And render Arzus, no, again, they would not do that. That would not be good. Well, raise the 8.5% sale fee at any time on Vivi, or is that locked? No, that 8.5% is locked. For that. Orange Bag Lady, I'm gonna message you right freaking now. I wonder, when do y'all want Orange Bag Lady on the podcast? Thursday? Can you do Thursday night? Dude, your streams are fantastic, and love what you said about being you and staying authentic. And trying to... Oh, I don't know if I should be reading this. This is her private message. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I love her so much. She's so great. Super Duper Hank says, "Hi Randy, I'm drunk." Get it, Super Duper Hank. Get it. I love you. Crazy Dad 420 says, "Hey Randy, you really should set up a Chavez-topia embassy on Bitcoin Beach in El Zonte, El Salvador, and in Bitcoin City, La Union, El Salvador, still only 19 cents a tile." Crazy Dad 420, give me, send me a link on the Twitter, and I will try to do the stuff. Lucky Clover says, "OMI burn at 317,840,903 today. Let's go." Andy Ruiz, clacking those drinks. Jeff Baven with that $10 super chat saying, "Aussie's buying the dip. Get it, Australia. Get it." And we got another super chat coming in from Gorlomi. Says, "Don't worry. Be happy. Smash the like button. Buy OMI. The end." My landlord is going to be like, "What is he doing down there?" Good times. Where was I beforehand? Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. All right. Where am I? Barina Karthik says, "Earth 2 or Viviverse for land?" Well, I have a bunch of land in Earth 2. I do not have land in the Viviverse because Viviverse is not out yet. But I don't know. It's really hard to say. I think that I made some mistakes in Earth 2 where I didn't buy the good land. I mean, all land will give you, jewels and essence and resources, but I didn't buy Wall Street. I didn't buy the Pyramids of Giza. I didn't buy the Statue of Liberty. I didn't buy Washington, D.C. I didn't buy the White House. The Statue of Liberty sold sometime last year for like $60-something thousand. The White House just sold for $70-something thousand. Location. I was a noob, new to metaverses. I didn't realize that yet, and now I realize it. And I'm going very, 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 very heavy on the Viviverse when that comes out. Okay. Oh yeah. So me and Orange Bag Lady will be going in on Thursday. OBL stream. I will have her on the podcast. Not sure what time yet, so I'm gonna message her. Let me know what time. Oh god, I misspelled time. Okay, there we go. Jared's house. What's the OMI price? Like 0.0051 right now. Marina Karthik says, I'm curious to see how Peppers out of Peppers looks like. Can't wait. We need that spice to boost the community. I can't wait either. Orange Bag Lady says, I love that you reference everything but scenes from cartoons, TV, series, and movies. Paint such a picture, dude, to support what say. Amazing memory, too, is what you say. Okay. To paint what you say. Yeah. So apparently, so there's a couple things that I just learned. One of which I learned years ago. We never actually dated this girl. Like we just like hung out a couple times, but I learned that what that is like, oh hey, like when I was talking about Scrubs before with JD and you know and try to relate it to, like, apparently that's like not everyone can do that. And I'm not saying like, oh, Mr. like, but I can't get a point across unless I give someone like a metaphor. Like, I can't just say, hey, be responsible. Like, I can't just say that. It has to be like, you know how they did it in this? That's exactly what I'm saying here. Like, I can't do that any other way. And let me tell you, almost every girl I dated, that gets pretty annoying to them. Like, because I can't just say it. I have to tell a story with it. And, you know, it might seem cool at first. Like, oh, wow, I love that you do that. But after I do that, like, 50 times a day, it's not fun anymore. And I feel so bad for, like, my friends. Everyone's like, oh, yeah. I don't know how the people in my life put up with me. But I also realized the other day that there was a TikTok where somebody had mentioned that, I forget what it was called, but if somebody, like, a good 15% of people, if they close their eyes, you know, and they see nothing, it's like, okay, you know, describe, like, and I'm describing, like, a beach. Like, can you picture a beach? They're like, I don't know what a beach, you know, like, they can't picture it if their eyes are closed. And I was like, so when you're reading, you don't, like, hallucinate? Like, oh, you know, when someone does a lot of, like, imagery, the big brown tree blew its mighty branches onto the, you know, the whatever car that Ron and Harry were driving in Harry Potter, you know, the Whomping Willow, like, and they're like, no, they're just words. I was like, that is insane. And apparently my girlfriend is like that, where it's just, she can't make out images. So like 15% of people have that, where they just don't see images. And I was like, what? Because everything in my mind is so vibrant. I see everything. I can picture everything down to a T. I don't know what that, but also, when I come up with those things, when I come up with those different scenarios, there's no, like, there's a million thoughts going through my head at once, like, and I just have to choose which one's the best one. I don't, like, you know how in Scrubs, when Dr. Cox goes to his, like, you know, special place, and it's just him going, like, and he's zoning out on the beach, and you just hear, like, you know, seagulls out there. I can't do that. I can zone out, but it's not, it's completely different. We have a 2-hour Patreon member shout out. Patreon member shout out. You were everything that I wanted. We were meant to be, supposed to be, but we lost it. All of my memories so close to me just fade away. All this time you were pretending, so much for my happy ending. Oh. Everyone, please check out at Hey David Don and at King Mavs Forever on Twitter. You got Sandog Trap and King Mavs over on the Vivi app. ChaviCat5 as well. You Got Kobe Collects and OMI Player 1 over on the YouTube, wraithax.eth. Search that wherever you would like. Powers of X number 1 over here. Kobe Collects down here. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Vivi Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sony Pop Media, Charles Merkel, Vivi Darklink, Cavell Anderson, and Vivi Vibes, all on the YouTube. You got at Wet Wizard Vivi and Gary O at 1234CA3 on the Twitter. You got dirtbrad.com/pages/Vivi-photography and woundedwarriorproject.org. Crazy Dan 420 says, I've been using a referral code and I've bought thousands of tiles there in El Salvador because of their president's Bitcoin policies. You'll be able to see the locations in your transactions page. Okay. It'll be earlier. Okay. Perfect. And it says, glad you see it that way, orange bag lady. Okay, moving on. If I tell people like that's not in the Vivi community, because I tell people every now and then, like, oh yeah, I'm having this person on, I'm having this having on orange bag lady. What the fudge is that? Like they're not gonna know until they see it. It's gonna be great. Sinful Mama says OMI buy pressure. Oh yeah, what is the OMI buy pressure? Let's take a look. See. Getting rid of some of these things. Going million. Okay. We got still at 0.00517, but yeah, we got 20 million in buy volume coming at us. Can't wait. Original MRTs has thought I was seeing things. My name is on the thumbnail of the live stream. Original MRTs? Wait, really? Are you? Let's see. On the thumbnail. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Your name is on the live stream. That's what the screenshot it was. Oh, good for you, man. You're welcome. You're officially part of Chavez history. Azza says, don't take anyone serious on Reddit. Bunch of basement dwelling neckbeard trolls. Delete the app. Well, so I can't because like I have to show. I can't remember which one it was, but on my YouTube analytics, if I go down there, Dr. Rip Studwell. Sorry, it's not even a Pokemon reference. That is a Fairly Odd Parents reference. Remember what's his name? Crocker. Fairly Odd Parents. So yeah, my top external sources. My third one is Reddit. You know, Twitter's the most, Facebook second, and then Reddit is 15.4% of my top external sources come from Reddit. So I cannot delete the app because I want to get the viewers from there. But yeah, that is what I am working with. Oh wow. Okay, moving on. We have Vidimon saying the other thing giving us more time to buy OMI is how its supply is not reported accurately on CoinGecko. That's another thing. Yeah, it's a good point. CoinGecko still has us at like a 587 billion circulating supply. Obviously, the most we could ever be at is 312. But yeah, I hope no new exchange until April till I hit 30 million. Well, you got your chance. We shall see. I really hope it goes up a little bit by April 15th because I have some tax. One, I have to pay for this party. But yes, taxes as well. Ryan Domeni says, yeah, that would be a good video, responding to the Reddit comments, ones that can give you a good reply. Not a stupid comment that someone legit doesn't use their brain, but that would be a very good video. It might. I don't know. I mean, I'll do the streams like normal, but then I'll do the daily video every day, which so yesterday I filmed the video at like midnight, and then I didn't release it until like 9 this morning because I knew we had a drop. We had 2 drops today, so I might do that again. I might do that where I'll film a video in like an hour or whatever, and I'll release it at like 9 in the morning, and then maybe I'll go live. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what I would do. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to leave the opening of Thursday. Obviously, I'll be with Orange Bag Lady, but there's going to be a small little surprise. Oh my god! I love her. I love these ideas. These are so great. I don't know if she's still here. I'm like swooning over her. Moving on here. Vidimon's no buying pressure. No, there's some buying pressure. Joe's says, should I transfer OMI to a wallet or should I keep it on Bitforex? I have most of my OMI in several different trust wallets because it's the only way I trust it. It's in the name. David Perez says, at Joe's transfer to wallet unless you plan on selling soon. It's a good point. Sung Yu said, what's a good wallet to hold OMI now that migration is complete? You do Trust Wallet, but make sure you have the ERC20 address. If you send ERC20 OMI to a GoChain address, you are not going to get that back. Make sure you have the ERC20 address there. Actually, what you can do, I'll show you something real quick. Ooh, I had a little heartburn. Little heartburn. Is the Medium article. Step 4, when you add Ethereum OMI to MetaMask, it could be to Trust Wallet as well. I'll show you which one it is. It's from January 11th, from 11 January. It says, Akomi immutable migration, manual token swap. On Medium, you're going to go down to step 4. And on step 4, the add Ethereum OMI to MetaMask. On number 4, enter Ethereum OMI contract. You can use that on Trust Wallet as well. And it's a custom token. And so do that. Send a little bit of a test first. Send like 1,000 OMI, and then send the rest. Now, where was I? 100 to keep them bit forex. On Andy Luise says, what wallet would you transfer to? For me, it'd be Trust Wallet. Joe, use multiple wallets and lower your risk. Good cold wallet is Trezor. If you prefer software wallet, Trust Wallet is good. The cold wallets, I don't have a. I don't know. That's for me. It's a little too complicated. I'm a little dumb, but yeah. Trust wallets are fine for me at least. Joe says, at David Perez, thanks for the reply, brother. I'm hoping long term Trust Wallet is best wallet to transfer to. Or Akomi wallet is probably better. I don't have it though. It's so hard to get. It's hard to get. So if I had any pull with the team, I'd be like, I'd go to Reese like, hey, bro, just send me an Akomi wallet, please. Like, so a lot of people say like, hey, you work for the company. You're like, clearly I don't, or I would have an Akomi wallet. Shake and Bake says, you demand, Chavez. Thank you. Joe says, at Vidimon for sure. I have a small bag. I just got a Ledger. Is that compatible? I think it used to be. I don't know if it is anymore. I don't even know if I'd try it. Lucky Clover says, XRP and OMI for the win. Everyone in crypto should be rooting for XRP in that lawsuit right now. Like, am I Rorschach from what's that movie? Watchmen? An attack on one is an attack on all. An attack on any one crypto is an attack on all of us. See what I did there? That's what I did. Like, I can't just say an attack on one is an attack on all. I have to give it to another whole. It gets very tiring every now and then. It's like that. The movie Selena, not the new Netflix show. Although the new Netflix show on Selena, that probably could have been condensed to just one season, but it's 2, and it's still pretty good. I still recommend it. But the guy that plays her dad is talking about trying to be a Mexican in America. It's like, you have to be more Mexican than the Mexicans and more American than the Americans are. It's very tiring. Like, being able to do those like metaphor things does take some mental energy. Maybe that's why I eat so much. It's mostly because I'm fat, but moving on. Biddy Monster Joes, you have to get OMI token address from the official Vivi site. Send small amount to ensure it arrives. Agreed. Monarch says, I do believe they could announce Pokemon on the 27th. Why did Gary V and Wax CEO talking down on Vivi? Something's got to be coming this month. I don't know. I think sometimes I heard it with that. I forget who said it. It's like that is small PP energy. Yeah, real big. I don't even want to say that. The mark of, Gary V is always preaching like, you should big life energy and big good energy. Well, you all know what I'm talking about. Big good energy is where you lift other projects up. And if they're better than you, they're better than you. Like, this is why I don't really understand jealousy. Like, when I see like super good looking jack dudes at the gym, I get like pumped. Like, not cause like, like, I don't want to be like on them, but it's like, cause I know that that's possible. I know that I look at that, I was like, oh, you know what? They look like that because they have a clean diet and they do cardio and they put in the work. They work out. And I know that that's possible. Like I love that inspiration. Like when other people get jealous, like, oh yeah, anyone could look like that if they take steroids, or be like, oh yeah, anyone could look like that if they have, this or that. Like, and anyone can look like. And again, I know there are underlying things where people are like, okay, well, this person, it might be easier for this person as opposed to this person because this person has really good metabolism, but has a little bit of money, and this person, can't afford like as good of food and has to maybe cut corners and maybe doesn't have childcare. Yeah, it's hard, um, but people can do it. I got a super chat um, coming in from Patrick Rodriguez. Says, "Hey Randy, what's your thoughts on Vivi slash Akomi merging or selling to a big company? Is that why they're being so legit with KYC slash tax worried?" Okay, so I will give you two answers here. Well, really just one answer. And now this is all speculation, but this does make some poetic sense. When you have, and I've said this before, and apologies if you've heard it before, but I do want, that's a lot of money. I do want to give you long textbook answer here. It was known to us that when we announced Marvel, companies were knocking on our door. They're like, "Hey, can you do these NFTs with us? I heard Marvel's making a lot of money." And then when we announced Disney, oh my God, it's over. Like door knocking, pounding. Like it just need to reframe the door like 8 different times for so much pounding. There's another innuendo in there that I'm not going to do. Anyway, one could imagine that there were probably several companies that wanted to not just work with us, but wanted to buy Akomi out. I think the number one culprit of that would probably be Facebook. Why? Because when they can't out innovate, they just buy the competition. They bought WhatsApp. They bought Instagram. They tried to buy Snapchat, didn't work, but I guarantee you Facebook tried to buy that because, again, they're going to be Meta. Like they changed the name to Meta, want to be Metaverse. What better way to get into the Metaverse than having to... I guarantee you Time Warner came in to, oh, what better way to, get an inside look at our competition than buying Akomi that already has partnerships with Marvel and Disney. I don't know if Disney probably tried to buy them also. Yeah, so again, this is what if I had any type of company with that much love, I would overextend myself. I would bend the rules if I had to try to buy this. Why? Because this, oh my God, this has never happened before. So yes, I guarantee you they have had many, many offers, and to my knowledge, they haven't sold yet. No talks have, again, to my knowledge, there's no talks that are being had. And again, I showed you guys my conversations with like Reese and Akomi the other day. I talked to them like once this year, and Akomi I haven't even talked to since last year. The Twitter pages anyway. So I don't have any inside info, but just inferring things, like there's nothing that I'm hearing through the grapevine that any of that is happening, but I guarantee that I would bet 10 million OMI right now that they've gotten offers. I'd probably bet half my OMI stake that they've had offers, or at least conversations that would lead to offers. But I think in the long term, David and Dan probably would sell. I don't think that means in the next couple of years. I think that the reason why they're being so crazy attention to detail with KYC is because who are the biggest holders of OMI? Who are the biggest bag holders? It's David and Dan, and maybe a couple of other people. You have that, and well, if anything messes up, like again, if they do this right, if they do this correctly, which so far I think they have, I'm sure they're 100 millionaires, maybe even, I don't know if they're billionaires yet. I mean, Vivi's a multi-billion-dollar, as per Vanity Fair, Vivi is a multi-billion-dollar app. So, even if they're maybe only billionaires on paper, they can be I guarantee you see them on the cover of Forbes, Time magazine, like whatever. And it's in the future because they will have multi, if not deca billionaire status. When this goes to $1, they have, and this is why I can't believe it. The lunacy, the people have the audacity. Like, you ever see that TikTok where, like, you know what these people have? The audacity. Like, they always have the audacity to say that they don't care about the token. What are you smoking? Because I want some. You think that people that have billions of tokens do not care about the token? Let me record that and play it back for you. So that is my full answer. I think that eventually they would have they will sell, but it would not be for a long time. They would essentially double dip. They would get the OMI project to where the OMI price to where it's a couple of dollars, and then what would happen? Okay, well then they would go and maybe sell a little bit and then sell off the, I don't know. They could do two different things because the Vivi app is one thing. I think the Viviverse will be another separate company because if you look at Tesla, look at Elon Musk that has, had PayPal. Well, he has Tesla, and he has SpaceX, and he has Neuralink, and he has the Boring Company, and Starlink wants to have that. Starlink could be under SpaceX, but that could be a completely separate company. I think that the Viviverse could be a separate company. I think that what they could do in the future is maybe, they could sell Vivi. I mean, it's one of the highest grossing apps like ever. And they could sell that and then retain ownership of the Viviverse if that's a separate company. And then they could do that rinse and repeat again years later. My God, these people are freaking geniuses. Like, we already knew this, but I know that's a long-winded response. But again, right now, I don't think that they would. I think that they could buy another company if they wanted to. And basically, when I say buy, like, they wouldn't take ownership. Like, let's say if they were to buy, let's say Epico Regal, and they say, like, okay, we're gonna buy this company, but they don't touch it. Epico Regal just goes and probably just says hey, they just do their work under Akomi's banner, under the banner of Vivi, but it's still like their work is under their umbrella. So that is my full answer. But yeah, I'm not tax worried. I don't think. Yeah, they're not tax worried. They're doing everything by the book. Where was I beforehand? Oh God, where was I? Crypto noob. No, that's right. Answer. Okay, God. Oh God. Okay. Infinity says, thanks for your answer, Randy. Even 45 minutes after my question. I appreciate it. What do you mean by there's a reason why and is very, very necessary in regards to no exchanges this month? Well, I actually did just answer that in the super chat with the necessary reason is they need everything to go smoothly. It's like a SpaceX rocket. It has to work the first time, and it has to work with no bugs, or else it crashes. They have to quadruple check what they're doing with the smart contracts, with KYC, being completely compliant, because they do not want to be derailed again. They don't want to be up here and they say, oh, can't do it, because of XYZ. So that's what I meant by that, Infinity. Commas and zeros is only influencer that be far non-live. Am I the only? I feel like Poor Man Printing might do that. After a few beers, I feel like I would hope so. I mean, he's like, dude, I love him. He's so chill. He's so cool. I want, out of all the YouTubers, like, I feel like people I don't know how many. When was the last time he made a video? I don't know. I would most want to have a beer with him. He just seems like he's such a cool guy. He seems like that's a man. Look at Poor Man Printing and be like, that's a man. Want to have a beer with a hardworking man. Moving on. just like profess my love to Poor Man Printing. Monarch NFT says it's a perfect lineup, and please don't take that clip and like send it to Poor Man Printing. Be like, yo, Randy, I think he wants you. I'm sorry. Okay, moving on. It's a perfect lineup and non-paid exposure to the Pokemon fans. I wouldn't even they announced it and don't do a drop of Pokemon till later this year. I mean, well, they've done that with so many other properties, right? You know, you have Capcom, you have Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park. They announced the Little Prince, the what are the Bratz dolls, the MGM LOL dolls. What's that one with was David Bowie? The Labyrinth, that series. They announce all these, and yeah, they won't happen until months later. So it's very possible they could announce Pokemon by then, and then just not have it until later this year. It's a good point. Ooh. Joe says, at Vidimon, thanks. Still a crypto noob. I'm going to ensure I research the process before withdrawing from Bitforex. Good times. Justin says, they said no Pokemon on AMA. I see they said no P word. Shaji says, Randy, the man, sorry if I missed what's your price predictions for this bike. Picked up one for 168 gems. Nice. I think it depends if it gets utility in the Viviverse. If you go and you get good major utility in the Viviverse, you could ride it around. God, this could, and especially if there's like an obstacle course, like how cops, if they're going to be on the bike, they have to go through that crazy like obstacle course, to pass. Got their license for riding that. Maybe we could have something like that. Could you imagine? Oh my God, that'd be amazing. What are those games from Nintendo, like Moto X Cross or something like that? Back in the day, like that, but in the Viva, that'd be so cool. Because there's things that you could do on bikes that you can't do with cars, like a DeLorean or an X01. First appearance motorcycle. I don't know. I mean, it could go to several $100s, maybe $1,000 at some point. It is like the only thing from that's really cool right now. And again, having other characters ride it would be heckin' boss. So short term, I don't know. And again, that could not happen. That all of that could be just in my head. Monarch says, that be mad? Oh, you would be. I wouldn't even be mad if they announced it. Yeah, same. Vidimon says, at Jose, cool. Exercise skepticism and always verify before moving to crypto, and you'll be fine. That's why I ask most and replies steer me in the right direction. That is a good call. Oh God. Okay, moving on. Sinful Mama says, I wouldn't mentor a random person once I'm rich, but I'll keep my knowledge in the family. My younger cousin already looks up to me, so I'll set a great example for him. Good, mate. Shaji says, Randy, why do low mints matter? Because people give them value. That's pretty much. Why does anything matter? Because people give it value. Like so I remember once that I had I was spoiled when I was young because we had such good TV. We had Batman the Animated Series. We had Dragon Ball Z. We had Pokemon. And I remember going to my grandma's when I was younger, and she'd watch soap operas, and I'd be like, ow. I'd be like, what's the point of this show? Well, I'm not trying to be rude, just like kind of wondering. And she's like, well, what's the point of any show? It's to entertain you. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess. But when I say that, in Dragon Ball Z, there's defending the Earth. In Pokemon, be a Pokemon master, and it seems like soap operas, they just didn't have a point. They were just whatever. But so why do low mints matter? It's because people deem it so. People want to get that lower mint, and yeah, they're fun to get. Monarch says, in 2022, come on, do you play Pokemon TCG online? Because I do, Bay. Oh, Monarch NFT, you're great. I'm finally, maybe no, maybe it's a little cold. Sinful Miles says, talking to girls is unreasonably hard, but just get me a beer and I'll even hit up everyone. All the chads, all the cute girls, everyone. That's amazing. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you're tipsy, because you just get loose. You get loosey-goosey. Like, what's that School of Rock with Jack Black? He's like, loosey-goosey. Loosey-goosey. Yeah, it's it just helps you, the words flow better. Up to a point. After a while, you get sloppy, and it's like, you don't want to be that. John D. Yang says, you can have the 8-pack and fresh cut whenever you want, Randy, but right now we hustling, and it don't hurt to put your goals first instead of some packs. Let's get this bread, yeah. Tim HN75 says, it's a hold my beer moment, but as far as OMI goes, I worry since there's no utility. Oh, as far as OMI goes, I worry there's no utility, and the token nomads are not what they originally were set out to be. I know you're super bullish and you think that we're all going to be millionaires, but I guess we'll see. I mean, if we hodl, yeah, and I mean, again, there's chances that we don't. World War III, alien invasion, solar flare. Yeah, I don't see any company coming in and replacing us. Yeah, there's no. Even trying to set up a blueprint for that. Recur, Quid, Terra Virtua, Alluvium, they could all fusion Ha under one banner and wouldn't help. Wouldn't help at all. But yeah, again, just because the token has no utility now doesn't mean it won't in the future. That we've heard rumblings and we've had these articles before. This will change. Again, it could not change, but these people that are very, very smart and very, very innovative have all the reason in the world to have people want to buy and hold and stake and spend spend OMI. I'm betting on them. John D. Yang says, let's get that 100 likes. Yeah, seven likes left. 7 likes left. We got Aldous Havley. Thank you so much for that super chat. Saying, was busy, just logged in. Can you rehash everything? And I said I completely forgot. And you gave me another $2 super chat saying, just kidding, all hugs and love. I love you too. Me Home, thank you for the $20 super chat. Quoting, this is a quick story of how I became a millionaire. Best OMI song opening. Kudos to OBL and Reese for that great moment. Fudbusters. End quote. Yes, I agree 100%. Thank you so much. And shout out to them. Shaji says, if everyone hodls the NFT they have, regardless of which one, being pretty new to this project, Vivi, in 5 to 10 years from today, what are the chances that 2.2 million users may become millionaires? I guess it depends which ones they have. I mean, if they have, Spider-Man and Walt and some of the great, even Steamboat Willie who's taking a beating. That's again, somebody brought it up before. We got 100 likes, yay! Somebody brought it up before, where there's one partner statue, there's one Steamboat Willie statue, and there's one Mickey Mouse lenticular card. So they've been very good with their names. Oh, look what I got. Friends got married a few weeks ago, and they had some extra bubbles. So, bubbles! All right, sorry, I am a child, and I get... All right. Ever see that in Rocky 5, or, hitting the bubbles? Anyway. Oh, I have a headache. Moving on. I don't know. I guess it depends on how much they have. I mean, if you have something that's like, we said, how many years? 5 to 10 years. If you have $100,000 on the app, yeah, definitely. And, if you have $10,000 on the app, 600x, probably not. Yeah, I think it depends. Jared's house says, I'm starting to get a little worried. Prices won't stop dropping. I mean, long term, it's fine for us. Aldous, just kidding. You crazy. Lidimon says, Randy, when OMI hits $1, how about a commemorative NFT of you by your fridge? OGs will covet it. That would be cool if I had it just like this. Like, I don't know, but I gotta get Dashy in there. Like I don't know. The crazy long hair. So in Earth 2, there's a lot of people that wanted statues of me in Chaveztopia with my beard and have my beard lead them to gloriousness. It was a crazy time. I imagine. I don't know. I maybe would put a poll together. What would the name be? And I guarantee you, if we put a poll together, they'd name it Chavi McChavez Face or something. I don't know. I would also have to talk to the team. I think the Akomi team would say, hey, we'll do the Akomi team first, and then they would do some YouTubers. I think Taps Trades is probably self. I don't know, because when we had that stream the first time with Reese, and I think it was on W Champ's page with Hello K and Reese, people asked, who's your favorite YouTuber? And overwhelmingly, they chose, and it's not like I was there with a bunch of small. No, Taps was there, Cavell was there, everyone was there, and everyone when people voted me, I was like, wow, I didn't even know what to say. So I don't know whose would sell out first. Again, Taps has more subscribers, but I feel like I have a more of a little cult following. I stream so much. I think also, I don't know. We see each other every night, and it's kind of like tradition. It's like when Walter Cronkite, retired. He was the person that you would go to for your news each night, for like 30 years, and then he retires. Like, wow, my life is actually impacted because this person on a TV screen is no longer giving me the news, no longer giving me information. I felt like that when WWE wrestlers, WWF as well, where they would like retire or die. It's like, wow, these people that I would watch for a couple hours every week, they're no longer there, and there's a hole in my life. It's like when you finish an anime. It's like, oh god, my feels. Um, Not that I want to leave. I'll totally stay for as long as I can. I mean, as long as it keeps being fun, but also, I got some peeps over here that are on here forever, so they got to get their money's worth. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. We'll talk to the team about some Chavez NFTs. Justin says Aldous Havley, a real one. Yep. Michael Guzelian says, Randy, what do you realistically think will happen when the reserve wallet totally burns? Seems wild to think that once the reserve wallet is gone, it's gone. But what does the company do then? Well, they'll be buying from the circulating supply, and they'll be again. I don't think it. They can only buy certain amounts, and they can only buy at certain times, and they can't tell anyone when they're buying. So, and it does have to come from the profits, a portion of the profits, which we don't know how much they are. That's one thing that I would love to see. I would love to see a Comey's balance sheet. I would love to see their profit and loss. I would love to go and look at their line items and see what their actual profits are. Now, obviously, last year was a fantastic year for them because they hold a bunch of OMI, and they actually own Go token as well because they have to move their OMI. But yeah, they own a bunch of it, and it was very, very good last year because we increased so much in the OMI token. But I think they'll buy as it come, as much as they can. And again, at some point, it's a lot of us. We're going to be burning from the circulating supply, not so much from the reserve wallet anymore. Charles Morris says, Jared, thumbs up. Javith the Barber says Harry Potter to Vivi. I think we can get that. I'm pretty sure. I'm very bullish on that. I think that is very possible. It'd be great. I can't wait. Gorlomi with that $5 super says, don't worry, be happy. Smash a like, buy OMI. The end. 100%. Monarch NFT is, if no Pokemon announcement, I'll take a Yu-Gi-Oh! Or DBZ announcement. Heck, even a Digimon drop would be satisfying. That would be pretty fun. Yu-Gi-Oh! Digimon, Digital Monster. Sinful Model says, is your landlord in on OMI action? He's like, no, he's not. He's not. I've tried. It's just, it's quite complicated for him. Quite complicated for me, but fudge. Aldous Havley says, at Justin, you the man. Can't wait to buy you a drink at some point and have a good chat. Dude, I can't wait to meet a lot of y'all. Comma and Zero says, I want to drop some L, Randy. Oh, thank you. Aldous Havley is the hashtag I'm not a bot. Comma as says, Randy, way cooler than Cavell. Oh, no, I don't know. We're cool in our own ways. But yeah, if I did that with everyone that wanted to, drop L with me, I can't believe, we're saying this. I would just never be, never be sober. I don't know. Maybe I should, if you donate like $1 million to charity, you get to drop L with me. I don't know if I can say this on the YouTube. Monarch NFT says Vivi has Warner Bros. Correct, and Akira drop would be fire, straight fire. Just says, yes, sir, appreciate that. LOL, reaping the fruits of our bags will taste heckin' sweet. Sinful Miles says, I'm like that. I don't see images, but it helps to be, on something. Then you see black background with spirals of red, splats of red. That's interesting. Yeah, that's really interesting. Wow. Justin says, Randy soon to be the next richest man on Long Island. There's a lot of money in Long Island. I don't think I would be. I ever. Like, there's buku bucks. There's buku dollars. There's a lot of money on Long Island. I don't think I would ever be like the richest. I could maybe be like the richest, like on my block, or maybe in like probably not the county. Maybe in the town of Massapequa. I don't know. There's a lot of people that have money. Shaji says, how do we actually own the Vivi NFT if Vivi hold them in the app? All we have is an email and a password and 2FA. They can shut us down overnight with a hoax. I mean, I guess they could, but they, again, would not do that. That's lunacy. That is, no. No one would do that. Tylos is next to Pags. Well, Pags is in New Jersey. Pags will be richer. Pags will always be richer, but he's in New Jersey. Chaji says, Randy, how will NFT tax work? I'm guessing we only declare once sell and make capital gains. Once money is deposited into the bank, we can keep stacking in-app for now. I don't know. I won't actually know until next year. Because the taxes that I'm paying this year are for Tesla and Pokemon and all the stuff that I sold last year that went through the account. Oh, bless me. Mm-hmm. I have to go soon. I'm quite chilly. Charles Moore says, so is Bitforex any good? Yeah, I mean it's like the best place to get OMI right now. And who says, I like you the best because you're real, not fake bone in your body. Thank you. Yeah, I mean I'm just if anyone remembers that episode of House, and this isn't why I do it, but I just this reference just kind of where House is asked a question. He's with Willson, of course, and he's asked a question by one of his patients, like, you seem to like hate people, and you seem smart enough to do whatever you want. Why did you choose a career where you're surrounded by people? And Wilson's like, oh, that's a good question. And then House goes like, he's twirling his cane like, my father was stationed. Oh, hang on. Lived with my father. Was stationed in Okinawa. I feel like I'm talking like Castiel from Supernatural. Stationed with my father in Okinawa in Japan in the 70s. Whenever House grew up, whatever. And one day I was playing with a kid and cut my leg on a, whatever. Needed a tetanus shot. So I stayed in the hospital where he was at until he finished working. And then there was someone that was dying. And none of the doctors could figure out what was wrong with him. So they bring in the janitor, part of their untouchables in their caste system. Didn't fit in with anyone, didn't even try. Tattered clothes, didn't shave. But he was the smartest in the room, and they had to listen to him. And again, when I say that story, it's from House. It's not because so they had to listen to it. It's more because, like I said, it because they didn't fit in, didn't even try. Not that I don't fit in. I remember in Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion where they were talking about, oh, what clique did they were catching up on the treadmill, and like what clique were we a part of? And like we were kind of part of our own clique. It's like yeah, part of our own clique. Like I don't know. I'm a little weird. I'm very weird, and I think a lot of us are too. I think a lot of us that are here right now are probably not the poster child for the normal person. I mean, to be listening to someone on YouTube, for almost 3 hours right now, the 100 like, especially how he lives. It's not that I try to be I don't try to do anything. I try to give the best information that I can, try to lead by example, but for the most part, it's just like, I like to, I'm not going to do it, but there's meat on this table that was there from yesterday. I'm pretty sure it got some mold in it. I'm not going to eat it, but I want to, man. I'm so, I don't know. I am who I am. Shaji says, I have OMI on Gate.io. Is that safe? Probably. Is not sure if it has automatically switched to layer 2. All my OMI is on. All right, no. If it's on Gate.io, it is not layer 2. It's layer 1. Excuse me. It's probably ERC20, but it could be GoChain OMI. When you go to withdraw it or transfer it, it should tell you what it is. If it is GoChain OMI, then I would keep it there for right now. Wait till it goes to ERC20. If it is ERC20, you could send it to I'd say trust wallet, but make sure you have that ERC20 address. Diego Pereira says, Ultraman looking low. Might grab some 7s. Interesting. Patrick Rodriguez, thank you so much for the $50 super chat. It's a lot. It's like, hey Randy, what's your thoughts on Vivi and OMI merging or selling to a big company? Is that why they're being so legit with KYC and taxes? I was worried. So I did answer this before. I'll give the short answer now. I'm sure that they've gotten multiple companies and people calling them saying like, hey, I'll buy your stuff right now. Name your price. And they'd say no. And I'm sure that part of the reason why they're doing crazy amounts of KYC, making sure everything's right, is, well, one, because they want to increase the token so that they can, make some money. But also, if everything's good, everything's compliant, well, then they can charge more. And again, I'm not saying that they will sell this company soon, or if at all, but probably going to sell at some point. If everything's perfect, then they can charge more. Why do people fix up their houses before they sell it? So they can charge more. Just my opinion. Shaji says, does it cost to transfer to trust wallets or cold stores? Very, 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 very little, I believe. That under these wallets mainly used for hodlers, that yes, trust wallet is used for hodlers. Also, is there a major risk just leaving your crypto on platforms like Coin? I mean, yeah, if the actual exchange gets hacked and it's possible to lose your stuff. So that's why I keep most of my stuff on trust wallets. Just my opinion. YouTube671 says, in your opinion on the potential sell or offer for OMI, I hope David Yu holds Vivi because his collector mindset is priceless. Your opinion on the potential sell offer for OMI. Yeah. Oh, I hope he hodls for a while also. Real Ray says Charizard versus Mewtwo. Oh, in a popularity contest. Charizard. Yeah, Charizard. Definitely. Shaji says, with only a small amount of staff in the Vivi project and letting licensing companies provide the NFTs and pay them big bucks to ward off the headache, it may well be they are just waiting for a payout. No. No, if they wanted to just get a quick payout, and for them to probably make $1 billion, they could sell right now for a quick payout, but they are not. I guarantee. I would bet so much on me. Oof. I'm back. Johnny Crook says, morning, Randy. 5 a.m. in the UK. That was as of, all right, only 20-something minutes behind. Love waking up to a live stream, brother. Have you moved your OMI over yet? I still have mine on exchange. Now it's ERC20. Can I move it straight over layer 2 yet? Okay, so I have not moved mine to exchanges. Most of my OMI is ERC, or no, I'm sorry. Most of my OMI is GoChain OMI still. I haven't moved it. I do have some that's layer 2 in the Vivi app. Eventually, yes, you will be able to take your layer 1 OMI, go to a bridging system, and move it to layer 2, but you can't right now. There will be videos, there will be live streams, there's a bunch of ways that we will be able to do that in the future. But you cannot move it. If you take your ERC20 OMI from Bitforex and try to move it to the Vivi app, it will not work. That will not work. It will not be good. You will lose it. So don't do that. Sinful Model says, OMI, slow down. Give me time to move money so I can buy more dip. Monarch NFT says, I don't believe they will sell these companies stuck with blockchain and with physical collectibles in general. This is why we have licenses. Vivi is about to become a mega corporation. Yes, it will. Keep Comstock on says, in my opinion, your Vivi vault will fall 50% after MTL. And I know you will absolutely have liquidity for the biggest drop on Vivi. Every major user will too. Then ETH door for Vivi will occur and you moon. That's very possible. I think that is very possible. I'm out of water, so I'm going to... Oh, my calves. Oh, God. Oh, God. It burns. I did some legs yesterday, and my calves are still not okay. Like, am I Gerard Way in that MCR song? Because I'm not okay. Okay, moving on. Okay. And we've got... Dane Martin says, since Loki is a shapeshifter, any way they could be pre-created to be able to change from alligator Loki to the original? Dude, that would be such a major, what's that called? A mind fudge. I don't think they would do that. Oh God, that'd be insane. Could you imagine how much money I'd have? Again, I made them because I don't sell. I could I told people that I would not sell any Lokis, but I didn't say I wouldn't trade them. I didn't say I wouldn't burn them. I did so. I will probably at that point make some trades if that were to happen. And Joseph says I bought 1.2 million at 0.007 before migration. Well, in the future, you'll still look very, very smart. Charles Morris says, how much, Justin? Quick. Oh. Khan says, you're more genuine. Oh, what? Thanks, man. This is total. Shaji says, did you secure a 007 drop today? I didn't. Says, or buy out a marketplace? I didn't. I don't have any gems left. And what's your thoughts on Loki comic dropping? So a lot of people that I talk to do not like that Loki comic at all. I'm going to get it because Loki, but yeah, a lot of people don't like it. I'm like, all right. Ooh, Bruno Falco says, Donald Duck and Daisy Gold Moment sounds like a bargain for 2 first appearances. I think so also. I think so as well. My back. MBZ says, hey, Randy, have you switched out your OMI tokens to OMI Ethereum tokens? I have not yet. I still have mine in Trust Wallet. Same. I'll switch them when I need to sell. Aldous Havley says, spicy could mean Hot Wheels. Kelly Boudreau says, people spot authenticity and intelligence, make great videos, and you don't say bro every 2 seconds. Who says bro every 2 seconds? I don't answer that. I don't know if I want to know. There's a book called The Long Fall by Walter Mosley. And there was a character, I think his name was Twill, in the book, where he was asked why he doesn't curse. And he says, well, I don't really have an issue with it. It just never sounded right coming out of my mouth. And I think in that same, building on top of that, building on that premise, I have no issue saying bruh. Bruh is funny. In South Park, got a hot pass, bruh. Got a hot pass. Even in the military, when we would go over our jobs for the day, you're on counter, you're on flight line, you're dispatch, and what I say, you're on counter, this guy Haley, bruh, he's like, I just I hate the counter. So, I know I just said you just complimented me for not saying bro, and I just said it 20 times in the last 30 seconds, so I apologize for that. But I don't know, it's not really it's not really part of my vernacular. Maybe now it will be because you made the comment. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I don't know why I do or say some of the things I do, but I'm glad that you like it. I'm very glad. We got commas and zeros. How you doing? Saying, I really admired your quote. If OMI goes to 0, my lifestyle doesn't change at all. Same, bro. Same. # all in. Yeah. Lifestyle. Yeah. Now I would probably be getting made fun of. I'd probably never be able to do anything with finance again. Yeah, so see, yeah, you gambled and you lost. Well, I don't think it's much of a gamble. I think it's gambling with weighted dice. What we're doing, weighted in our favor. Lucky Clover says, I don't see OMI on Trust Wallet. Any tips? I don't have it on me. The devices I don't keep on me that have OMI. You have to go up to the top right corner. And you have to you have to hit it twice. And like I said, you have to go to that Medium article and go down to number 4, and put in that address as a custom token, and that will be the new ERC20 OMI. Just as win Chim Pokemon. That was South Park's way of doing Pokemon without doing Pokemon. Chaji says, just want to say thank you. You have lots of patience in answering our questions. It's a choice, and a choice you use in an incredible way. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, I advertise it, say, hey, come ask me anything. And I keep telling people I always answer all the questions. So this is easier than it was. Last month I was going crazy hard with the stream. I was streaming 6 hours a day, sometimes 7 hours a day. And, I had 200 people here at night. That's so much. That is so much. 100-something people is nice. 200 plus people is, oh god, that's so much. And I imagine that'll happen later this year anyway. Probably be more than that, but for right now, this is good. This is nice. I know at some point I won't be able to do it anymore. Just if I keep doing this, if I keep grinding, at some point there'll be several hundred people watching me at once, and I just won't be able to do it. But I'm going to do it as long as I can for now. Monarch NFT says, respectful question, Randy. How can you drink tap water? I can't even send purified water. I think me being from Peru gives me a little bit of an edge as far as an iron stomach. And as far as... Also, so I don't have a sense of smell. And a lot of people say, well, you shouldn't have a sense of taste because they're connected. I can taste things that are bitter. I know if they're sweet or sour or spicy. But at the same time, maybe my senses are different and maybe they're dulled. And because like I can eat, and this is not like a flex. It's just I can choose to eat things that are really, really bad if I want. Not that I would choose to do that, but I could. You know, what do they say in Rambo? Like, you can eat things that can make Billy go puke. You know, like, I think it's probably just because I was born in a different country, and, you know, this stomach gets, you know, stomach gets different. I don't know. Also, tap water. All right, so hang on. I went to Arkansas a few years ago to visit my friend Autumn, and I drank some tap water. I was like, "Ugh, what is this?" And because I hadn't drank anything but New York tap water for a couple of years at that point, and she's like, "What? It's just water." I was like, "This is not the same water that we have in New York." And then finally, a few years ago, when she came up to visit, she had some New York tap water. It's like, oh, now I taste the difference. It's like, see the tap water. So tap water in New York tastes different than it does in other places. I don't know why. Don't know why. Clint Willson says, ultra rare zombie Spider-Man under 700. Thoughts? I'm stacked on common zombie Spider-Man. Already have 2 mini, 1 Mickey, and 2 first appearance Wonder Womans. So I love the zombie Hunter Spider-Man. He was already at $1,800 at one point, so buying him for under 7 is... I love that. I love that. You know, should you get him or should you get like a Mickey card? Well, you already have a Mickey card. 2 first appearance... Well, yeah, I would say get that. Complete the set. Get it. Dane Martin says, do you see NFTs possibly giving bonuses to your character in Viviverse? Like in video games, basically. Yeah, so I've thought about this multiple times before. Like, gone over this a lot. I would love it if they would go and say, hey, even in land, oh, this land, you get a bonus, you know, +1 speed to your characters or +2 resistance of whatever. I would love that if they would incorporate that in there. Oh, you got a common Spider-Man? Cool. +1 to stealth. You got a secret rare Spider-Man? +10 to stealth. What? Yeah. I think that would make certain games in the Viviverse much... That would incentivize renting. That would. I agree with you 100%. I would love that. +1 charisma, or each Marvel Mighty will have its own bonus to whatever game is being used in. Yes. Pretty Boy Stefano says, guys, what should I list my glider blueprint mint 59 for? Well, I'll tell you. Let's go to the Vivi app. Glider print, wow, it's $88, and number 59 says, so this is a rare, 6. Well, there's number 90 for 325. And it should probably be, what's 6 times? It should probably be no less than 400 something. So 325 for that. Honestly, I don't know, 400 maybe? 400 would probably be fair, because, again, you have number 50 for 550. So, and you have number 47 for 550 as well. Sub 50, that, oh, wow. You have 47 for 550. That is... But again, it's, you know, it's a poster. It's not, oh. Honestly, if you put it for 500 and somebody buys that, that'd be a mistake, because get number 47 for 550. Try 475. If it doesn't sell, try 450. Unless you just want to buy that number. What was that again? If you want to buy that number 47 for 550, I think that's a pretty good deal based on what the price is right now. Again, that's, you know, the low price is at retail pretty much. Monarch NFT says Crystal Geyser is the way. Well, fresh spring water, and it's $1 for a gallon. Okay, all right, fair point. I should probably do that. I gotta do something here real quick. Rock and roll lyrics. Oh my god. Okay. Avril Lavigne. Okay. Moving on here. Pretty boy Stefanos. I don't want to buy my glider blue. Saji says, "What have you invested in most in your life?" It is this. It is OMI. Before then, it was Pokemon cards. Before then, it was Tesla. Before then, it was high risk lending. So yeah, and I invest a lot in Earth 2 as well. Earth 2 is great. God, Earth 2 is so good. Okay, move on. MBZ, thanks, Randy. No problem. Johnny Crook says, thanks, Randy. Off to work. Get more money for OMI. Let's get this bread. See you again. Remember that Miley Cyrus song? And I can't wait to see you again. And last time I freaked out, I just kept looking down. That's just the stuttering. Ask me what I'm thinking about. But that's not going to be the Patreon member shout out. This Patreon member shout out is going to be, when it's you and me, we don't need no one to tell us who to be. We'll keep turning up the radio. What if you and I just put up a middle finger to the sky? Let him know that we're still rock and roll. Rock and roll. Hey, hey, rock and roll. I should look up that Miley Cyrus song, though, because that was a great song. I think it's just called See You Again. Again, lyrics, but Wiz Khalifa, what the fudge is... No, Ms. Khalifa. It's Miley, by Miley. I can't wait. Alright, so for this 3-hour Patreon member shout out, we're going to go to @HeyDavidOn, @KingMavsForever on Twitter. We're going to follow them. We go to Standoff Chart, King Mavs, and ChaviCat5 on the Vivi app. Follow us. Kobe Collection, OMI Player 1 on YouTube. Wraithax.eth. Look at that anywhere you want. Powers of X #1. Kobe Collects down here. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Vivi Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, Charles Merkel, Vivi Darklink, Cavell Anderson, and Vivi Vibes, all on the YouTube. We got @WhatWizardVivi, Gary at 1234CA3 on the Twitter, DerekBrad.com/pages/Vivi-photography, and WoundedWarriorProject.org. All other places you should look at. We got Shaji with a super chat saying, just testing, never done this before, begin with you. Oh, well, thank you so much. Yeah, so typically what I do with those Shaji is, I will read every comment, but even if I'm a half hour, however long behind on comments I am, you can do any super chat and, ask a question and I will answer. Some people go crazy and they give a lot, but again, it's really any super chat. Now where was I? Was I right here? Don't worry, you will pull it. Chaji says, don't worry, you will pull it off. All you need is a gamer's chair, a wide screen, and you will be the show of the night, and we will all be your fans. Oh, thank you so much. Well, I'm trying, so that's half the battle. Khan says, New York City has the best water. It's spring water from the mountains. Is it? Lucky Clover says, damn, you have a photographic memory. Trust wallet. Oh, hell, it works. Great. I don't, but sometimes things get stuck in my head, and they don't leave. Lucky Clover says, C3PO for $1 million OMI. Would love a buyer. If you have a buyer, let me know. I can do an escrow. Stroker says, a bolt of brilliance. Thank you. Stroker says, slurp, slurp. RC Bach says, New York tap water is renowned as it's the best in the country. It comes from upstate, if I recall correctly. Oh, that is why. Ha, 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 ha. Very good. Pretty boy Stefano says, thanks, bro. No problem. Humble Home Cuisine says, hi, Randy. Do you think Scott Tolson's work, like the Dragons and Decon stuff, going into the open sea market? By the way, let's go. Thanks. I think for open sea, all of the independent artists, like the ones at Decon, they'll probably be the ones to go on first, in my opinion. Arbox says, New York tap water is better than Crystal Geyser. Very good. Shaji with that super chat saying, just testing, never done it before, begin with me. I feel honored. Thank you so much. Schmarkolade says, are you still on Earth 2? I don't get to catch what the jewels can do on your property. So, yes, I'm 100% into Earth 2. So, hang on. I do have to go soon. My voice is killing me. But, Jewels can do. You could do a couple things with Jewels. You could just sell them for money. Like, I'll go to Earth 2 right meow, and I will show. And I can't wait to see you again. So, all right, my Mentar's detected 110 ether that has evaporated. I turned the ether into essence. Coolio, right? You go to the resources, and I just claim all the jewels I just got. And it is, what does that say? 11 jewels. So it's nothing, but it's a couple dollars. If you go to the bazaar over here, and you click that, and you scroll down, okay, well, the cheapest jewel is 24 cents. So, at 11 jewels, let's say it's like $2, give or take. Ooh, a common spawn shandy jewel. There's a lot of these. You can sell them, or as a machine building thing, you could take the jewels, put them on mentars. They can detect ether or essence, and if you go look at the ether, like next to T1, you see something that says E. Got a lot of essence, and essence is going to be their crypto. Essence will probably get a Binance listing at some point. So you can get a lot of stuff with jewels. Yeah. Just my opinion. Monarch NFT says, agreed on the taste, but I get sick from tap water. It's funny though, because I can eat all the strange dairy foods. Maybe I built up too much cheese related to bacteria that makes tap water even worse for me. So I was, a lot of, I think, people from like Europe and like Norway, they are, typically what happens with people in general is that people were not supposed to drink milk. They were not supposed to drink other people's. You can you have a gene in you up until you're like, late teenager or whatever, where you can process lactase or lactose, whatever. But then as you get older, you don't need that anymore, so you lose that gene and you become lactose intolerant when you get older. But because some people a lot of cultures had experienced hard time, that, okay, what's a good way to get some nutrition in your belly? Drinking cow milk, drinking goat milk, drinking these types of milk. And by doing so, they made that gene last longer. And some people just have that gene and it never goes away. So if you are from like somewhere in Europe, you most likely have that gene where, if times were rough, you can drink milk and you can drink these things and they will, and you'll be fine. Tap water, I don't know if there's a connection between that and tap water. And J Solo 9 says, how do you do your crypto taxes? I don't know. I haven't done them yet. Because I haven't sold, I won't know until next year. Because I'm using Bitforex and it's still a beta. It won't transfer to Coinly. I don't even know what that is. Charles Morris is using Bitforex also. Shad says, thanks, Randy. We'll tune in more often. Learn loads from you. If nothing is learned from you, never failed to make me feel better with my day. It's 5:45 a.m. UK, but nothing lost, only gained. Thank you. Nick Batchelor, what's going on? Says, if more golden moments come out in the future, do you think it will make those in the first 11 more valuable or less? I think it'll be more valuable. It says, shocks people willing to sell them this low. I know, it's bananas. Nick Batchelor says, thanks, Randy. Thank you. Guys, I've been going for a little longer than 3 hours, so I'm kind of tired. I feel like Forrest Gump. Be like, I've been running for so long. I'm kind of tired. Think I might go home now. Oh, Forrest Gump is such a good movie. Schmargale says, are there other collection rooms available for other users? Because I see completely other backgrounds on YouTube. I don't know. Are there other collection rooms available for other users? Because I see completely other backgrounds on YouTube. Oh, for the collection rooms. I don't know. Maybe it's the NFTs they make really large and they make their own back. I don't know. I have zero idea. Lord Brennan says, why is 007 so late after the movie? Thoughts? I don't know. I think it was a marketing push by MGM and by 007 because we had that one CNN spot talking about James Bond, talking about NFTs. I think maybe the Blu-ray or DVD is coming out or something like that, or it's about to be on whatever. So I think that's why. I think it was just their marketing team doing that push. Jay Solo says, good night, buddy. Monarch says, New York water comes from the mountains. Not fair. It's not tap, bro. Crystal Geyser tastes crisper. I'll have to try Crystal Geyser. Nick Batchelor says, we appreciate you, bro. Get some sleep. Thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you all for the super chats. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you. Judge says, you should clip your epic Vivi verse rant, my man. There's so much out there that would probably make amazing clips, and I don't have the time. I mean, also, like, who wants to go through hundreds of hours of stuff to clip a couple things? It's very hard. Arbog says there's a lot more bacteria in tap water, but some places add a very small amount of chlorine to control it. I think they also do, what's that called? They add fluoride, which I don't, two different things on fluoride. I won't get into them now. One is, fairly okay, and the other is not. But yeah, moving on. Struggle is good night. Thanks, Monarch. Have a good. All right, I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow meow. Bye bye, Dashi. Bye. Meow 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 meow. Subscribe.